Hello, friends, and welcome back to the Bikes or Death podcast, now presented by Old Man Mountain. But I am still your host, and I'm going to be talking a little bit more about the partnership with Old Man Mountain here just in a minute. But first, let's tell you a little bit about today's episode. Today, I am chatting with my friend Eric House, except for this time the tables are turned and Eric House is interviewing me, and he's got the microphone, he's got the agenda, and he's got the questions, and I tried to provide some answers. Like any good podcast, you always think of the best things to say after you record the episode, but Eric did a great job. I have to give him a shout out and props because this was totally his idea. He just approached me randomly and said, "Hey man, how about I interview you for your podcast?" Which I thought was a really nice offer. And I typically don't like being on the other side of the microphone, but Eric did a great job. He facilitated a really fun conversation, and I think I actually enjoyed it. So I hope that you do too. We took a deep dive into 2025 and kind of talked about what's been going on behind the scenes in a lot of areas. What's been going on with the Texas Showdown Series. We also answer quite a few, or I guess I answer quite a few listener questions. And yeah, we just had a really good conversation. We went for a 10-mile bike ride in the Sam Houston National Forest, some single track out there. Got a little bit lost. We did some bushwhacking. We did some hike-a-biking, and Eric crashed into me. There's video to prove it, but we're all right. He crashed into me, but he definitely got the worst of it on his ribs. But anyway, we had a good ride. We had some good conversations and some good times out on the trail. And then we posted up on a picnic table underneath a grove of loblolly pine trees. And we recorded this conversation. So thanks again, Eric, for doing this. You rock, and hope you all enjoy this episode. But before we get into today's episode, let's take a moment to thank the people that made today's episode possible, starting with our new presented by sponsor, Old Man Mountain. And I'm excited to share with you that this year, the Bikes or Death podcast and the entire Texas Showdown Series is presented by Old Man Mountain for the 2026 season. Right out of the gate, I want to be super clear that nothing about the show is changing. Old Man Mountain doesn't own Bikes or Death. They don't control the content, and they don't get a say in what I talk about on this podcast. It's the same show. It's the same voice. It's the same weird, long conversations about bikes, bike touring, bike packing, and ultra cycling that you've come to know and love on this show. What is changing is that I'm partnering more closely with a company that I've trusted for a long time. If you've been coming around the podcast for a while, or if you've been to the Texas Showdown Series, no doubt you've heard me talking about Old Man Mountain. You've seen me use their products on my bike. I am a big fan of them and what they're doing, and they've been a great partner for the last few years, and I'm looking forward to this new step with them. All Old Man Mountain does is make it easier to put stuff on your bike and get outdoors. Whether it's bike commuting, bike touring, ultra cycling, bike packing, whatever the case may be, all they do is make riding bikes and getting your stuff on bikes more accessible, which is perfectly aligned with my goals here at Bikes or Death. So you'll hear Old Man Mountain mentioned this year. You'll hear ads, but you won't hear me talking about stuff I don't believe in, or this show turning into an infomercial. I don't want that. Old Man Mountain doesn't want that, but we do want to tell you about their great company. So for 2026, the Bikes or Death podcast and the Texas Showdown Series are presented by Old Man Mountain, and I'm genuinely stoked. That's all I got for you right now. We're going to be talking a lot about Old Man Mountain over the course of the year. Today, we just want to let you know that the Bikes or Death podcast is getting a little bit more support, but the show isn't changing. In the meantime, why don't you head over to oldmanmountain.com, check out what they have to offer, and tell them Bikes or Death sent you. All right, the bills have been paid, and now it is time to get to my chat with me, and Eric House. But first, let's have my friend Miles Arbor kick it off with the Bikes or Death theme song.
You load up your bike, you ride away from home. You could be with your friends or you could be alone. You ride for a day or maybe more. You just love being in the great outdoors. Everything you need is strapped to your bars, including that new pillow you got from Santa Claus. And then you think, oh shit, to yourself. You left that super lightweight tent on the living room shelf. Bikes or death. Bikes or death. Podcast.
Do you find that whenever you force yourself out to go on a bike ride or run, does it fix it?
Yes.
Like 100%?
No, it definitely helps though. Especially if I find myself like spiraling or like overthinking about a thing. A run will usually help get me out of it a bit.
Speaking of running, they're still going.
Yeah.
We stopped and they're still going.
I know.
And they're running. They're not coasting.
That's awesome.
I love it.
I wonder if they're practicing for the Rocky Raccoon.
Which one is that?
It's the, they have a 100-miler out here. Rocky Raccoon.
Oh, okay.
100-mile and a 100K, 50-mile, 50K.
I'm just getting back into I was never a runner, but I used to run.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm considering myself a runner because I'm actually enjoying it. I used to only do it as a mechanism to train for cycling, and that was it. But I never liked it. And now I started running again, and I'm like, oh, this is super fun. And it's paying off big time in cycling.
Yeah.
And I just feel like a more robust, human, which is what I want to be. Gym, running, riding bikes, do those three things, and you're like, oh, I'm overall
engaging the entire body.
Yeah. But I'm curious about this. So you were talking about, or I asked you about, like motivating yourself to go on a run or anything physical when you're like down in the dumps for whatever reason. You don't feel good. You're mentally off one day. Do you have to force yourself to go and get out there?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Do you do it because you know that the reward is on the other side?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though sometimes it's so hard to be like, I know I'm going to feel so much better, but right now I feel like shit, but I'm comfortable. I might be like sitting in my recliner or something. Or
I'm tracking.
on the couch.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm comfortable in my misery.
Yeah.
Like, just leave me be.
Right.
It's like, no, go outside, sweat. If you're riding bikes, go bleed a little bit and just get your heart rate up.
There's so many times my run last night, all day yesterday. I've been struggling really bad with my anxiety the last few days, and the last thing you think you want to go do whenever you're having anxiety all day is like go for a run. But I didn't go for a run until like 7 o'clock at night once my dad duties were over. And so it's even harder because it was dark outside. I was like starting to get tired, and I'm like, no, fuck it. Like you're going to feel better. You're going to feel better. But it's like, it's always that conversation. It doesn't matter how many times I do it, because 99 times out of 100, it doesn't matter if you're feeling sick, depressed, anxious, whatever. You go and do something physical outside, you get your heart rate up, you get those endorphins going. Afterwards, I was like, I feel fucking great. And even when I was doing it, I started running and I'm like, oh, I feel good immediately, you know, and I'm having a great time. And you get done, I feel great. And then the anxiety came back later, but it went away for a little while.
But it's crazy how quickly you can just cure that.
Yeah.
While you're running.
Yeah.
And cycling, I don't think does it quite as well.
Takes longer.
Yeah. But running, it's instant because you can't stop. All you have to do is just keep moving your feet.
That's why I'm really enjoying running, because there's no shortcuts. And I have to backtrack a lot because on the podcast, I've said every horrible thing about runners in jest, poking around. But I've talked a lot of crap. I'm like,
and now he's a runner.
But now it's fun because I'm getting into running now, and the last time I ran I know exactly when the last time I ran. It was August of 2018 was the last time I ran, because I did the triple threat, the Hot on Hill,
Oh,
the
yeah,
Hot on Hill
yeah.
triple threat, the mountain bike race on Friday, 100-mile road race on Saturday, and then a half marathon trail run on Sunday.
Yeah.
All in August when it's 100 and something degrees. And because I'm a runner now, I went back and I looked at my Strava stats and I was like, oh, I'm like, what was my half marathon time? I'm curious. 8-minute, 22-second average mile for a half marathon trail run.
Damn.
After I'd already done a mountain bike race and a road race in August. And I was like, you used to be in shape. Like,
where was this fitness?
I never knew that, because I wasn't part of the running community. I wasn't keeping up with like what was a fast time or knew anything about shoes. Like I just ran.
Yeah.
And I was like,
it's kind of the beauty of it too.
Oh yeah. It was good. And I don't need to be like hardcore about it, but it is fun. I have 2 different sets of shoes, right? Like I have my street shoes and I've got my trail shoes, and they make I don't know how much of a difference, but like you can
gravel bike versus road bike.
Yeah, it's the same thing. But the technology's come like a long way.
Yeah.
And I'm also it's motivating me to like get back in shape again. I'm really motivated this year for that.
Yeah, well, you've got plans this year.
Doom.
Yeah.
Are we doing this? Are we talking about it?
Yeah, we want to start with Doom. I think that's a perfect opening. Yeah.
I mean, it's top of my mind right now, and it's a perfect segue.
So you've been to Doom how many times now?
So I've covered Doom 4 out of the 5 years.
Okay.
From a media standpoint, and then last year was the first year I couldn't go. It was the year it rained and it was cold, and he had to like move the start time and everything like that. So I missed that one. But I've always wanted to go ride out there. Everybody knows like Arkansas is one of my favorite places to ride. And that's true of everybody, but I don't know if you relate to this, but growing up in Texas, like if you want to go for a pretty easy but still epic, lots of places to go ride, mountain biking, gravel, whatever, Arkansas is the closest place to get to from where we're at in Texas.
Oh, yeah.
So whenever I started getting into like mountain biking and more longer distance riding, Arkansas is immediately where I started to point my compass.
Yeah.
And any chance I got, I was just going to Arkansas.
Natural state.
The first thing you get to from Texas is the Ouachita, not Ozark. And so I actually didn't start going to Ozarks until much later.
Until Doom?
Before Doom.
Okay.
Yeah, I rode. Actually, I know when that was too. It was, I went bikepacking there. The last one I remember was February of 2020, and I rode with Brandon Pack, who he's like one of the Arkansas. Oh shit! What is that? The Ozark Foundation.
Okay.
Like it's one of the nonprofit, or I'm gonna lie, but it's one of the It's one of the organizations that's really pumping dollars into
where you
outdoor
see
recreation.
Their placards on
it's them.
trails.
So he works for them now.
Yeah.
But he brought me out and we rode in the Ozarks, and I think I got COVID. Actually, I'm pretty sure I got COVID, and I found out about COVID. It was February of 2020, and I remember Brandon was like, "Hey, have you heard about this super norovirus?" I think that's what he called it, was a super norovirus. And I was like, no. And I don't pay that close attention to the news. And so he's like, yeah, it's like killing people. I'm like, whoa, that's crazy. And we talked about it a little bit, but it was just kind of that initial, okay, sure, there's a new virus or whatever.
Welcome to the Ozarks.
And then during that ride, I got sick and could barely breathe. And I was like throwing up on the 3rd day. And then I stopped. When I finished the ride, we actually recorded a podcast after. I was like zonked out. And that's back when I had my van and I had it all set up for sleeping. I literally just, after the podcast, I just went into a random parking lot and I slept in my van for like 14 hours. I was sick as a fucking dog, and I woke up and I was like, whoa. So yeah, I think I had COVID. Very early.
I guess they didn't have tests for it yet.
No one even knew. I didn't even know I had COVID.
Wow.
I just thought I got my ass kicked from the ride, but it didn't make, like I had like 6 symptoms. I wasn't like fatigued. I was like sick.
It was more than just being bonked.
Anyway, so to get back to Doom.
Yeah.
I mean, it's layered. Like we were talking about earlier. It's layered. I used to ride a lot more, a lot more. And I have made a conscious decision to prioritize other things other than my personal, fitness and my own like personal quote unquote career and the things that I want to be doing on a bike. I've put those on hold to create the Texas Showdown Series, to do the podcast. And I'm not complaining about that. Like that is a choice that I made, but it didn't leave room for me to also, go and attempt the things that I want to do. And I do when I can, but not as much as I want. Like I attempted AZT. I dabble here and there, but the thing that I realized very recently is, and we were talking about this on our ride earlier, is like the last 6 years of my life has been committed almost exclusively, like in my spare time, to building routes, developing routes, scouting routes, building relationships, getting sponsors, volunteer, like building a race series in Texas. So, even, it's, 2 years before East Texas Showdown, there was the work leading up to East Texas. And then that rolled right into Central. And then that rolled right into West Texas Showdown. And right now is the first time in the last 6 or 7 years that I haven't been developing a race series or a new race as part of my series.
Despite having a new race
in
2026.
Yeah. What new race?
The Throwdown.
Oh, yeah. But that won't be easy.
Yeah, we'll touch into that later.
Yeah. We're going to, there's not going to be a lot of hand holding, so we're going to make it easy on me.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, what I want to do is turn my ship around. I want to go back to that 2018 version of myself that was, doing hard things. That was also the year that I rode in February, my first bike packing race, which was the Grand Gravel 500. So I did that in 2018, and I closed out the year with Triple Threat, and I did other shit. I was doing the Timber Race Series at that time, so I was also doing like the marathon series, not the short one, but the long one.
Yeah.
So, which
is a commitment.
It was a commitment. I bought an RV, and I was committed to it. I was like, this is what we do,
Yeah.
But I put a lot of that on hold and devoted that time to building this other thing, which has been really awesome. But for the first time ever, I've got time to pour back into myself a little bit.
Yeah.
And I still haven't really fully looked at the Doom route. I guess for the record, I'm doing the Doom High Watch, the 205 mile option.
Cool.
And I said this in another video that I'm working on a YouTube series. I guess I'll say this. I am putting out a YouTube series. I'm working on releasing the first episode right now, which I'm going to title Bikes or Doom. Yeah.
Awesome.
Bikes for Death is taking on Doom.
Yeah.
And it's, my take on From Couch to Kansas or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm starting off in 2025. I rode 1,500 miles on my bike. It's one of the least amount of like miles I've got in the last 10 years, all year
15.
long. Yeah. 1,500 miles. So, I'm just going to take people along for the ride. I'm like, here's where I'm at.
Yeah.
45-year-old dude. This is where I'm at in my journey. And we're going to see how it goes.
So when did training for Doom start for you, and what did it look like?
It started when I signed up, I guess. Yeah, which was 2-3 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I
that makes it more real, doesn't it? When you like pay for the thing, or like you get that receipt and it's like, hey, you're registered.
Oh yeah, it became very real.
Yeah.
And I need that. That's one thing that I just know about myself, is that I need that carrot. I need something kind of big and scary to work towards, so that it just helps. It helps me in my daily life. Like, it's not just about doing Doom. It's about putting something on the calendar so it'll kick my butt to not be a lazy ass. And it'll also make, when I go ride Lake Bryan, which is my home trails that I've been riding for 27 years, I'm bored, I'm tired, I'm not engaged at all. But now when I go ride there, I'm like, oh, I have a purpose. Like, I need to maintain a high heart rate. I need to fucking like work. Like, everything I do, it feels like it matters now.
It makes everything more intentional, right?
Yeah.
It's like everything you do in your life, whether it's waking up early, waking up late, whatever, it's like all of this is leading to a thing that you want to be successful at.
Yeah, and everything matters.
Yeah.
Everything matters right now, and it's that I like. Like, I want to. Oh, I guess another thing I don't know, we'll just insert it here, but I gave up booze and it'll be 69 days to the start of Doom, but I can't drink until after. So it'll be like 71, 72 days, something like that.
Yeah.
But it's good. I like that. I like living a life of extremes, I think, too.
That makes sense.
In some way. And
I mean, if you look at your races, that's kind of what they are.
Yeah.
Or at least West Texas was.
West Texas was. And depending on where you're at, they're all going to be extreme for somebody at some level. It all just depends on what level you're at. And so, like I said, it's a layered thing, but I love Andrew. He's a homie.
Oh, yeah.
I love the Ouachitas. It's one of my favorite places to ride. I have the most nostalgia from riding there. I'm familiar with the Lovett Trail. What I'm into right now is mountain biking. Like, I'm kind of sick of gravel riding. Like, I'm just in that phase where I did so much mountain biking and then I got sick of mountain biking in Texas, so I switched almost exclusively to gravel. And now I'm like, you know what? I can't get stimulated with gravel right now. I need some trails in my life. And so everything just collided to where it's like, oh, he's doing a mountain bike race in the Ouachitas. I'm doing 205 mile. I'll speak to that. That's where I'm at right now.
And that's amazing.
I'm happy to be there. Like I had a DNF at Central Texas with Ariel. We attempted it and we DNF'd, made it not quite halfway, probably 40%.
Same.
Right on, buddy. Right on. Yeah, man. And then I went to AZT and DNF there. One of the best experiences of my life,
awesome.
Learned so much and I loved every minute that I was out there. But I want to win, and so I've been thinking about it lately. I'm like, dude, like, check your ego at the door. You talk to badass people, you get lured into thinking that you are one, and I have been. And so, but be honest with yourself with where you're at right now. And what I want right now is a win. And what a win looks like is a completion at Doom. But more than that, I want to go in prepared. Like, I'm taking this seriously. I'm going to stop drinking. I'm going to really hone in on my fitness, my training, and I want to go into Doom feeling prepared. I didn't do that at AZT. I didn't train properly. Everything in my life was fucked. My car was breaking down. I had porch pirates stealing everything off my porch that I needed to go ride. True story. Yeah, I mean, like, I was getting all this old man mountain gear from and prep for AZT, and they were stealing it. And like, I had to get campfire cycling in Tucson to they, like, Eric from Old Man Mountain mailed it to them, and then like they installed it like the day before. Like, everything was just like out of sorts, and I didn't go in prepared at all. And that's not an excuse, but like, I want to fix all that stuff. Like, I just want to have a good, clean run. I want to go back to feeling like I don't know. I used to go in feeling more prepared.
Yeah, give yourself all of the opportunities.
Yeah, to have a successful run and just enjoy it. And my goals for Doom, I know what here's my plan. I won't make goals like, oh, I want to finish in this day, or I want to not sleep, or whatever. I'm not going to say a top 10 goal, but just like how many days I want to finish. I'll make that decision a week before, the day of, maybe the first day I'm riding. I'll have options that are available to me. I'm like,
based on how your body is reacting that day.
And how was my training? How am I feeling leading up to it? So like right here, when I just started training after only riding 1,500 miles this year, last year, I'm not going to say, oh, Patrick, you're going to do this. I'm going to work my ass off right now, start training and get serious. And then like, as I get closer, I'll start to like put some goals out there.
Yeah, gauge your fitness.
Right now, I just want to go in feeling prepared, have a good time.
Yeah.
And I don't want it to be cold and wet. That's it. That's it.
Yeah. I mean, Doom is notorious for that.
I know. Kyle Gilbert was like, it's going to rain.
Yeah.
It's going to rain. I'm like, I know. Stop saying it.
Yeah. And there are going to be cold spots.
Yeah.
Although the Ouachitas are so different from the Ozarks, like in so many ways. So I'm really curious how this route is going to look. I've done Doom in the Ozarks, or done it once, attempted it another time. And the first time I did it, it was freezing. You get down to the rivers and it's like below 30. So I wonder if the Ouachitas, have you looked into like what the weather's going to be like or anything like that?
Dude, I have done so little.
Hell yeah.
Like, I didn't even look at the route. I don't care what the route is. I know it's 75 feet elevation per mile
that's
total, which isn't crazy.
Yeah.
But in the Levitt will have like, I think it's 125 feet per mile.
Checks out.
150, something like that. I haven't even looked to see how much single track is on there. And I will, but we're coming off the holidays. And the one thing I know that I need to be doing right now is riding a lot, but I can guess from riding in Arkansas enough. It's always hard to maintain your body temperature because you're climbing and you're sweating and you get to a peak and you go down and it's cold because you're always going to be in the water, or it'll be shaded and it's always going to be cooler, lower, and you're going to get heated up and then you're going to get cooled down.
It's always going to be wet.
Yeah, it's always going to be wet. So I've ridden in Arkansas enough to know that, just regulating your body temperature is going to be challenging. And
And that is just before ETS. Like 2 weeks. 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Yeah. How's that feel? You nervous about that at all? I mean, ETS is a pretty well-oiled machine at this point.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. No, you're right. So this is year 6 of ETS. And for that reason, it's the most locked in. The people that come, there's enough people that come that are repeat customers that they know the program and they can help other people. And, just the whole, the volunteers, we get a lot of the same volunteers every year. So it's more locked in. Here's what it is. It means that on top of training, I also have to be very mindful of making sure that I'm like getting everything ready for ETS so that I can give myself that time to really lock into Doom and focus on it and not, dude, when I was at CTS this last year, I was freaking the fuck out about West Texas. Like the route wasn't even finalized.
Yeah, that was a month apart.
A month apart. Like I went into CTS and we could get into that whole story. I have never fully explained it. But
all ears.
Should we just all right,
let's dive in.
Fucking A. I mean, I think it's worth
and you know what?
There.
We all know what ETS is. It's been around long enough. Yeah. The route's not changing this year.
Yeah. We did talk about that. I mean, is that what you wanted to touch on? Is routes potentially changing?
Yeah, we can get to that, sure.
Yeah. Well, you're in charge. What do you want to talk about first?
Let's hear who's freaking out about CTS.
Okay.
I'm so curious.
Yeah. All right. So story time. Oh man, where do I start?
October? Do you like pre-CTS?
I mean, it goes way back before that. The development of West Texas Showdown was a monumental feat.
Yeah, I remember we had talked about it earlier last year, I think.
Oh, I mean, it's been on my mind since 2019, right?
Yeah.
Like I've been working on it since 2019 before East Texas even existed. Like my idea, I know Central Texas kind of happened after. I was like East Texas and West Texas, and I was like, oh, now we need a Central. But I started percolating West Texas and East Texas around the same time. It's a long story, but I'm going to cut ahead a few years.
Yeah. Let's go 2020.
Yeah. So, I mean, long story short, the route was scouted by Andrew Onema and I want to give a shout out to Andrew Onema because if it wasn't for him, it wouldn't have happened in 2025. It would have happened in 2026. He and I, we never were able to get out there together. We were going out there one time I was in Oaxaca bikepacking and it was the only time he could go. So he went out and scouted by himself. And then the next time his car, we were both headed out there and his car broke down, totaled it. But from repairs, not because he crashed.
Yeah.
And so he never made it out. And then I was going out on a scouting trip and I broke a car. My car got totaled on the way out there. There was all these hurdles that were happening.
I love West Texas.
I got to give a shout out to Andrew. Between he and I, we were able to scout all of the route. And that was huge. And so, when I put West Texas Showdown out for registration, we had a fully scouted and vetted 95%. There was a few little parts, but I mean, it was all stuff we knew would go. It was all fine. We put it out there. I put it out there. And then once I put it out there, I got all these calls from Texas landowners with private property concerns. And so that created a major roadblock that, I'm trying to even think how to break it down, but essentially 40% of West Texas Showdown was inaccessible And so I had put out the route. I had opened up registration. I had made all the accommodations with like all the places, like all the logistics were in place. And now we're, 5 months out at this point and we don't have a route. And so I immediately, like I was at Ride Your Damn Bike Fest in Arkansas whenever I found out about these problems. I drove home from Arkansas, loaded up all my shit, drove out to Big Bend the next day, and started meeting with all these landowners. I met with this like ranch manager that manages this 400,000 acre property. And like, I talked to the city, the people that do all the planning and all that. I don't remember what his name was, but they all told me the same thing. Like, especially, I'll quote the guy from the city. He's like, listen, man, it's a wild, wild west out there. The property lines are what they say the property lines are, and they will defend it with guns, And I was told that by many people that, like, you can go do that if you want to. And also, you might get stopped by a brigade of trucks and guys that are armed, and they might not want you passing here. There's no way I'm going to send people out into that kind of scenario. And so that is the short version of what happened. So, that's that. Then I went on this scouting trip like right after Arkansas, and I was like, okay, I'm going to figure this out. Like, okay, we got problems. I know how to talk to landowners. Like, I'm going to figure this out. And I did a good job. I worked my ass off and I like had all the right conversations, but it didn't matter. Like it's a maybe for in future years, like these might be hurdles that I can climb, but with the amount of time that I had to work with, there was no way it was happening. And so I had to immediately switch into, okay, we need a new route and we need it now.
Is that west of the park, like northwest of the park?
So, I mean, and I think this is worth putting out there because I've run into, not only was I not aware of this issue, but I mean, Kurt Refsnyder just sent me a route yesterday and he's like, hey, you should add this to your route next year. It's all on private property. Not the whole route he sent me, but this section. So for anyone who's curious, you have, if you look at Terlingua is kind of on the middle. And then I'm trying to do it on your way, but essentially my way. I'll do it my way. The northwest side.
Yeah.
Like the north side of Terlingua is Big Bend Ranch State Park. On the southeast side is Big Bend National Park. This entire section in the middle is 400,000 acres. It butts up to the state park and it butts up to the national park. It's all owned by Terlingua Ranch. And here's the thing is like, it's a POA owned property. So, Property Owners Association, and I'm a real estate agent. So I understand that typically in a POA type situation, the roads are owned and maintained by the POA. In Terlingua Ranch, the private property owners own every single square inch of those roads. So the only way to access them legally is to get a written permission from every landowner that touches the road that you want to ride on. That is the only legal way to ride out there.
That's insane.
So a lot of people ride out there. I can tell you, I've talked to a lot of people from Terlingua Ranch. They do not like it. And also, whenever I moved the route off of their property, a lot of them came up to me and expressed gratitude, and they appreciated us respecting that it was their property. But, I had conversations with them, and they're like, listen, we support outdoor recreation. I talked to two of them that were cyclists. Like one is an active cyclist now that's a landowner in Terlingua Ranch. I talked to another one who's cycled around the world. He's a cyclist. And he's like, yes, outdoor recreation. Also, this is our private property.
Yeah, don't recreate on our property.
Don't recreate on our property. And so, it is what it is. It's their property, and we live in Texas, and that's one of the hurdles that makes building routes and creating these races in Texas really challenging. So why was I freaking out? Yeah, so I did that scouting trip, and then I don't remember if I got one more in before CTS, but the whole time I'm like, I'm having to throw CTS. That doesn't just happen. So I'm having to throw CTS and route scout and build a whole new route and get it approved by the state. So after CTS, I drove home from CTS, packed up my shit, drove out to Big Bend, finalized the route, and we threw the race 2 weeks later.
Yeah.
And it was great.
It was successful. Yeah.
But it was so nerve-wracking. I really thought that I was going to have to give everybody their money back or something.
Could you imagine?
I went out there. I was determined, man. I told Natalie, I was like, I love a challenge. I really do. Like, I did not feel defeated at all. I was like, I'm going out guns a-blazing. Like, I'm going out and I'm going to get this done. And
It's just like you signing up for Doom. It's like having that carrot to chase adds that motivation, makes you want to get up off the couch and do a thing.
it was stressful and all at the same time. I loved it.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm sure your brain was just like so stimulated.
dude, I was firing. I mean, you're alive.
Yeah.
You are alive right then. Yeah. I say it about bike packing all the time. Is like, I love to be in scenarios where everything I do matters.
Yeah.
And that was a life scenario where everything that I did mattered. And a
so
lot of
many
people from the community came together, and like, I have great volunteers, and I've been the benefactor of just people who want to see bike packing flourish, and especially in Texas, people are just championing this, and it's not about me. It's just about we're building a community here, and we're building outdoor recreation and cycling opportunities in Texas. So it's much larger than just the showdown.
And I think being respectful for those landowners, that's going to go a long way in the future.
Right.
With how this route grows, changes, whatever. You may get a bunch of them on board, and who knows, maybe in 5 years we might be able to be on some private property.
That's why I said
cool trails.
It's a maybe, you know, and I said the exact same thing. And in every, region I've been in with the Showdown Series, it has taken, making a little bit of progress every time, right? Because like, they don't know us. They don't know what we're doing. They don't know what kind of community we're bringing to them. And so I will say Chris at the Bullet in East Texas was kind of like, he rolled out the red carpet from like year one. That guy, I mean, he kind of spoiled me, honestly.
Yeah. Is it this easy to do anywhere?
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, he kind of was a rock star from the beginning, and every year they just got better. Every year they continue to get better.
Yeah.
But there's other places along the route that took a little bit longer to like cozy up to. And Central Texas, it was a little tenuous at first. And my point is like, and I know in Big Bend especially, people that live in Terlingua, there's 130 full-time residents, right? They're cautious of outsiders more than anywhere else. They are the most cautious of outsiders. They're cautious of tourists. They're cautious of money coming in, and like, what is your intentions in our community? Like we were talking about earlier, whenever you live in a small community, you're more impacted by the things that happen there. Yeah. So I sympathize. Like I say this to everyone. I'm not here to take over. I'm here to take part. I want to get on your vibe. Help us, find out what is the vibe of Terlingua. And I have a pretty good idea because I've been going there a long time, but like, I know what we're doing at Terlingua. But that's what I'm trying to do. Like, I want people to come to Texas. If you're coming from outside of Texas, or if you've never been to Big Bend, I'm not trying to recreate some alternate experience. Yeah. I want you to have the authentic experience that's available for you in that region that you're going to.
Absolutely. And I think that rings so true. I mean, specifically in East Texas, like, you get the East Texas experience. Yeah. I think most of it's hospitality. So the people along the route now, after what, 6 years? This will be 6.
We're going on 6, yeah.
Yeah. They know us. They love us. They're interested in what's going on.
Oh, yeah.
And invested at this point. Like the photos at, what is that, a gas station or something?
Are you talking about
in Apple Springs?
Yeah, Mile 55. That was the Brookshire Brothers. We'll give them the...
Oh, yeah.
We'll shout out the company because they, For anyone who doesn't know, they set up a bike wash station. They set up a sign that said, "Welcome Cyclist." All the employees were wearing, shirts about welcoming the cyclists and all this stuff. They made all those. I had no idea that was going to happen.
Incredible.
Yeah. Yeah, there's just so many stories like that of like, Salmon Lake, they donated their land, and they had like snacks and refreshments this last year. And so, yeah, it's been really cool.
And watching the community grow, especially from like a participant's perspective, it's amazing. That's why, I know me and a number of the sort of the original folks who started coming to these are so invested.
Yeah.
Like, we trust it.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah. It feels so good for me. Like, I'm like, I get to sit back and be like, holy shit, this is happening. This is real community is forming. Yeah. And I mean, that's what I'm trying to do. Just build, Yeah. I mean, when I started Texas Showdown Series, I was like, why not us? Why not? Like, we need a place to like recreate outdoors. It needs to be a little bit more easily accessible. And that was my goal, is to create, recreation opportunities and build the recreation cyclists, ultra cyclists and bike packing. I mean, whatever. I mean, I don't care. Just ride your damn bike. I don't care what you want to label it, but I just want to create, and I don't care. Like, my niche is in bike packing and ultra cycling. That's my niche. But like, I am passionate about just building community in places that I'm passionate about, you know? I mean, that's as simple as that. So to see it happening is just like really cool.
Yeah. And I think we saw that in Terlingua. I mean, like you said, under 200 people live there, and you brought 50 plus people into town. I mean, we took over.
Yeah.
And most everybody welcomed us with open arms, which was so cool.
You cannot imagine how important a first year event, like just how important it is for the year one to go well, especially in Big Bend Ranch and in Terlingua. I know for a fact, because I was told directly to my face from people in the community that there are a lot of eyeballs on us, and that's fair. I'm not ignorant to this, like, and that's fine. I get it. Like, we're paying attention. Fine, pay attention. I want you to pay attention. I believe in this community. I believe in what we're doing. I invite all of them to come and be a part of our hoedown, come to the start line, like, come and hang out with us. Like, I'm not trying to hide. Like, I want you to see what we're doing, because I believe in what we're doing. It's fucking radical. And I have to give a shout out to like everybody who showed up for West Texas Showdown this year, because it was so imperative that we don't kill anybody, and we just have a clean run. We needed a clean. We needed.
And it's quite dangerous.
It is for real dangerous. And the park was concerned, and I mean, the park straight up told me, they're like, "You're the first bike event we've had out here in 6 years. What you do out here this weekend sets the precedence for what we may or may not allow in the future." Like, there weren't any secrets about how imperative it was for West Texas Showdown to go well this year.
Yeah.
For it to have gone as well as it did, I can't overstate it. Like, it is the greatest accomplishment of my life, other than like having kids and stuff. But if you want to talk about like personal and professional accomplishments,
community building wise,
I mean, whether I'm here or not, like, breaking down that barrier and bringing that to Big Bend, somebody else can bring that to Big Bend. Like, I knocked on the door, I opened up the door, and it went great. People had a great time. You were there.
And yes, I was. And not only just being at Terlingua in Big Bend, but bringing the community that you've already established in East Texas and Central Texas. Bringing those, 50 people.
We had 52 at the start.
52? Yeah. To a place that probably a lot of people just hadn't been or considered riding in, or let alone racing in.
Oh, yeah.
Like, massive.
I was concerned about it, right?
Of course.
Because I do have, and intentionally so, like, I like being a gateway event. I like it. It's where I belong, and it's necessary to grow any sport. You have to have gateway events. And so my events, while hard, depending on where you're at on the spectrum of ultra cycling, certainly you're going to push yourself. There's a giant leap and a chasm that you have to cross from either Central or East Texas to go to West Texas.
Yeah.
And I was worried about that reputation that I have and people's expectations and how that might transfer.
So valid.
Yeah. But people handle their shit.
Yeah.
People handle their shit, and I really appreciate that.
People were able to get themselves out of trouble or get themselves back to Terlingua with minimal help.
I'm trying to think. Dennis was a maybe. We had a rescue situation happening, but he ended up self-extracting.
Yep.
John was another one who we were looking for, but he also self-extracted, never took a ride.
Yeah.
And then, what's his name? Ariel's partner. Fuck. He has long hair. I know Russell Dorbeck. Yeah, Russell.
Okay.
He was in a situation too where I think he accidentally hit the button, but we sent Michael Wilson looking for him, and Michael Wilson got stuck.
Shout out, Michael.
Yeah, hey Michael. Michael was killing it as a rescue driver, by the way, and then never just bringing great energy.
Yeah.
He's just wonderful. But yeah, I mean, we had a couple and here's a funny analogy. I said at check-in, I had a Modelo. And it was empty, but I dropped the glass bottle, and there was a concrete sidewalk, and it landed in there's no grass there, but it landed in the soft sand, and it didn't break, but it just missed the concrete.
Mm-hmm.
And I told everybody that was standing there, I was like, that's the theme of the weekend: near misses only, no direct hits.
Yeah,
and that's what we had. We had a few near misses. It got to test, and I mean the good thing about that is anytime you have a first event, you're testing your systems, right? You're testing what you think is going to happen and what you have in place, your water, your rescue, and all this kind of stuff. And we found some areas where we can improve, but we got to test it in a way that wasn't detrimental. And everybody responded great. The team did so freaking good.
Yeah.
It was awesome. And also we learned where we can do better. You know? Yeah.
So along those lines with volunteers, how do you feel I know you had amazing volunteers, but did you have enough people? Could you use more people, at least for West Texas?
Interesting. Good question. For West Texas, we had a lot of support in every area except for rescue drivers. Rescue drivers is the one area where we were the shortest, which is surprising because that would be the funnest thing to do. If you were just going to volunteer, just drive around Big Bend would be the thing that I would want to do.
Especially if you're a photographer, a bird watcher, something like that.
Dude, I would love that. Anyway, but it shocked me. I was scrambling to get rescue drivers, and we were short. Admittedly, we were short, and I had to put in place I had this guy could call me. It was going to be $1,000 a rescue, but I had options, and he was going to carry 6 people at a time, but it was going to be expensive. So, but the rest of the staff was really solid. And in general, I think that we typically have too many volunteers, which is where I want to err. And I sometimes feel guilty as I don't have enough for y'all to do. Go on a nature walk, go on a bike ride. And they do. But I also like that. And I tell my volunteers at the beginning, it's hey man, you're here to have a good time too. Let's work when we work. Let's be a team for each other. If someone needs to go take a nap, if you want to go take a bike ride, sure, that's fine. Just, make sure someone else is here and go on a bike ride,
So important.
Yeah. 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 So we usually have plenty. The only area we were short was with rescue drivers this year, but it worked out great.
Cool. Yeah. There was a listener question about volunteers and how to, if there's a link or some way to get in touch for future events.
Okay. Yeah. So on Bike Reg, on all my events, if you scroll past the categories, there's a volunteer category. You can just sign up right there.
Awesome.
Yeah. And we are going to be doing, I want to plug this. Let me put out the dates actually. I'm working on a trail cleanup day at Big Bend Ranch State Park.
That's right. We talked about this.
Yeah, and it is happening.
Okay.
And it's going to happen, I believe, it's going to be the weekend of February 27th through March 1st. March 1st. So that weekend. And I'm actually, I got an email from the park this morning, and I'm in the middle of negotiating all the deals, but I think we're going to get the bunkhouse.
Sick.
And I think we're going to station there and just do 2-day rides and ride out to a section. We'll see how many people we get, but hopefully we'll break up in 2 or 3 different groups, go out to certain segments, or maybe we'll stage at different parts on the trail, however it works out. Do a day trail cleaning, hang out at the bunkhouse, day of trail cleaning. And then the next day, I want to be a fun ride day. Everybody just gets to go on a ride. And then go back to Terlingua and we'll hang out at Temple of the Bird, which is one of the places I was telling you we might do the start-finish line. But it's a really cool spot there in Terlingua. So the reason I bring that up is because if you're looking to volunteer, that's much needed. I mean, you rode out there, the trails really need some love. And this is one way that I want to like activate our community to like give back and like make it better, not only for our event, but for just trail users in general and promoting, cycling in the state park. Like it's gone downhill after COVID.
Totally.
They haven't been able to keep up with the trail maintenance.
Yeah, I think there used to be a timber race out there as well a number of years ago. I couldn't tell you what trail it was on, but yeah.
It was probably on the Epic Loop, the 100-mile loop, if I had to guess. Yeah. And they had the Lajitas Bike Festival that the last year they ran it was 2019.
Yeah.
So like 2019 was the last time there was a bike event that was out at the park. So the trails need the love. And I'm going to do some kind of dirt work. Like, if you come and volunteer, I think I'm going to do like half off registration for West Texas Showdown.
Cool.
So anyway, I want to put a plug out there. I'm going to be emailing that to people soon.
Nice. And it'll be like, are you going to do the same kind of registration thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll probably just set up on Bike Reg, or I might just do it on Facebook. We'll see.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
All right. So events, we've got CTS, we've got WTS, we've got ETS. Are you doing Ride Your Damn Bike Fest?
We are.
This year?
Yep. I have a meeting with all the organizers tomorrow. So we had a little chit chat after Ride Your Damn Bike Fest this past year. And we're like, hey, you want to do this again? You want to do this again? Everybody's like, oh yeah, I want to do this again. I love the concept for that.
And when is that?
We don't know yet. Yeah.
Okay. When was it? 25?
It was the month before September. So it was in September. Okay. Yeah. I had to go backwards. Yeah. So it was, I did 4 events in 3 months.
Yeah.
It was wild. I don't like that.
Yeah. Well, but again, 2 of those were firsties. Right.
3 of them were.
What was the third? Am I missing one?
It was a Hill Country Relief Fund.
Okay.
It was a fundraiser for the Texas Hill Country flood. So it's not one that we'll repeat again, hopefully this year. But that was an event that we threw with Texora. And then, Central Texas, I guess, right? Yeah, first it was a Hill Country event. And then we did Ride Your Damn Bike.
Yep.
Then we did CTS. Then we did West Texas. So 3 of those events were brand new in a 4-month period.
Month after month.
It was stressful. It was honestly, I said it at the time, and looking back now, I still think it was the most stressful, other than like going through a divorce in 2020, like just from like without extenuating circumstances, just like this is full on right now. It was the most stressful season of my life. But to answer your question, Ride Your Damn Bike Festival is definitely going to happen. I think September is a good month.
Cool.
We got to talk with the rest of the folks and see what they want to do. I don't know what it's going to,
what did it look like for 25?
Okay, sure, yeah. So for 25, me and Noel Battle from Bikepacking Roots led what was essentially an extension of the Bikepacking Basics series that I started, where I do a little bit of education, and it's all beginner friendly. We have a SAG vehicle that can carry your gear, your bike if you need it. So it's, very beginner friendly, introductory.
And you're doing like day trips kind of thing?
No, that was a bikepacking trip. So we led a bikepacking trip that was intended to be a long and a short. We still did long and short. I did the long version. That's right. We just had to boogie because it was raining. We started late because it was torrential, like biblical storms going on.
Nice.
And the fuck racers went off like that morning, Friday morning, the fuck racers at 7 a.m.
Oh, that's right. It was the same time as fuck.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. So we did fuck that. So to break it, we had the entry level bikepacking ride.
Yeah.
With 2 different route options. Then we had the ultra race, which was Fayetteville Ultra Circuit, or FUCK for short. And
Shout
then
out
we
Alex
had
Kowalski.
Alex Kowalski doing that big. And then we did the Dirt Crit, which was at Agri Park. Bike Club put that on.
Okay.
And then we did an expo the day before. That was either Thursday or Friday, but we did a big expo and tons of vendors there. And at the expo, we did like Bar Yak did a class on bike rafting. High Roller Cyclery did one on bike maintenance. And then me, Noel, and Alex did Bikepacking 101 question and answer session.
Cool.
So
fun.
Yeah. And the Ride Your Damn Bike Festival, the direction we want to take it is just like ride your damn bike any damn way you want. And so we're just going to grow it, a mountain bike race. I mean, it could be anything. Like what I'm going to pitch, I'll put this out there, internet.
Oh, yeah?
What I'm going to pitch to Alex and the gang is I'd be interested in leading a bikepacking specific bikepacking trip. Like instead of like he does the race, Noelle, maybe if she still wants to do the gravel bikepacking ride. So there's a gravel bikepacking trip, and then there's also a mountain bike specific bikepacking trip. And
just
I think,
like chill trip, fun.
Yeah, Maybe we can get sporty a little bit, but
okay.
I like being entry point into cycling, and so I wanna break down those barriers, and that's what I enjoy doing. And so I like the idea of like let's put, I don't know, maybe it's a 100-mile loop that we do in 3 days or 2 days. I don't know. I'll have to run it up the flagpole, but
just
that's where my mind is at.
Remove all the scary stuff that comes along with people thinking about bikepacking, and
Yeah. Make it, because it is scary, but it's really not. Like the lady was cutting my hair. She was like, 400 miles. I'm like, yeah, but think about it. Like you ride 5 miles, and then maybe one day you ride 10 miles, and then you ride 20 miles. The thing is like a lot of people just get to a certain mileage and they stop. But you don't have to. Like, it's not that crazy if you just like keep going.
Sometimes
but if you try to go from 100 to 400, it's a lot.
Yeah.
But if you just break it down, you just get there eventually.
Yeah. And if you're around good people, I mean, that always helps.
Yeah.
I feel like ETS was not the first year, but maybe the second year for me was that just like surrounded by good people, and it keeps you motivated to keep going.
I would like to experience that more. I mean, that's something that I've been deprived of, whatever. I haven't got to experience that side of it, and I am excited about that for Doom, is to be a part of the community and be part of like what's going on. Because a lot of like I'm doing mine, and I just figure out where I can like go do something real quick on my own or whatever. And also, I don't know, I've been doing we did that Oaxaca tour, and that was fun. And like I'm not like super racy, but I like to get racy sometimes. It just depends.
Yeah.
I'm feeling racy. Okay. And my racy is racy for me. I'm just going to get sporty.
We all have our own version of race.
I just want to be clear. I am not trying to podium. I am not going to podium.
Yeah.
But I don't care.
No,
that's not my metric of success.
It's the success of finishing.
Yeah.
Like that feels so good. And even if you don't finish, I know there's like a huge sort of trope on scratching, but even if you don't finish, like if you make it 100, 200 miles in a 400-mile race, like good on you.
Yeah.
You went out there, you woke up, you trained a little bit for it, and you did it.
I have no shame in my scratches or my DNFs, but I'm tired of that, and I'm ready to. It's like, okay, I've learned enough lessons. I'm ready to go back and apply them at a more reasonable level. And I was thinking about them, like, to circle back to what I was saying earlier, is like, Patrick, you created the Showdown Series too, and it's there for a reason, and it's there for people who are where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
Like that's if I was gonna go do my series right now, I'd commit to like doing the Showdown, and then next year like build on that, and then do the Showdown next year.
Yeah. So about that, what year would you anticipate being able to do one of your races?
Like during the race?
Yeah.
Oh man, never.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't want to. That's not true. I would love to.
Yeah.
But I want more to provide that experience for other people, know? And maybe I'm inflating my role more than it needs to be, and maybe like one day they'll just run themselves.
You are the hype man.
I do a little hyping.
The man behind the megaphone.
Yeah, I do a little, and I enjoy it, and for better or worse, like I have created that, and I feel, and it is my job. It's my job to provide that experience and to be available for whatever. It's not just to be a hype man, but it's like if something goes wrong, I can't be out on the trail, and things come up all the time through races. And so I just don't see a time where it makes sense for me to be going and enjoying my event. I think that I should enjoy my event by making other people's experience as awesome as it can be. And I like that. That's what I want to do. So I'd say never.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
All right. So aside from Doom, are there any others, at least in the States, that you're like kind of interested in or want to poke at?
Davis Sims wrote me a message yesterday, and he invited me to do the Northwest Loop of high country with him.
Oh, okay.
But we got to see when the dates come out because October is a busy month.
Yeah.
And I'm probably doing Ride Your Damn Bike Festival right before then.
September, October, November.
And then I'm like, there'll probably be a quick turn going up to West Texas. So that one's like less likely. The one that is heavily on my mind is Pinions and Pines.
Oh, yeah.
That one's been on my mind for years. I love Arizona, especially like the northern part of Arizona. So like I look at my year-long goals the same way I'm approaching my goals for Doom. I'm going to see how my training goes and then get through Doom and then make an assessment there. And I'm also going to look at like my time availability and like what do my routes need? What do my kids need? Like I got to like, figure out how to manage life. But this is the new fun problem is like now that I'm not building race series, I have more time, but I don't know exactly how much time I have.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do Doom and I'm going to see. But the other one that is on my mind, and whether I do it this year or next year or whatever, I want to get out to Pinions and Pines. That one looks really awesome.
Yeah, that seems like your vibe, like that area.
It's my vibe. It's a good distance. I think it's about 400 miles, single track heavy.
Yeah.
I think I'd be happy out there. Easier than AZT.
Yeah. I could imagine. God. Do you want to touch on the new race for ETS?
Oh, yeah. Throwdown.
Yeah.
So while I'm not creating new routes per se.
Same route.
It's the same route. But we're introducing the gravel throwdown. No. We're introducing the gravel throwdown. It's not gravel, it's gravel. And nobody knows what that is, but we're going to find out this year at East Texas. But I think it's going to be fun. Adding gravel is something that has been on my mind for probably at least 2 or 3 years now. But I'm a firm believer in finish the series first, then add to the series. I'm very interested now that I'm doing running is like adding in, running option. Mid-South, does that as well.
Yeah.
There's other places that do it. It's not that crazy, but I love it. When you add gravel, you're giving one more opportunity for your friend or your partner to come ride. Not everybody's going to want to go ride 160 to 400 miles, but you may not know this, but I actually just released a 42-mile gravel option for the throwdown.
Okay.
And so we now have a 69-mile and a 42.0 mile option.
Okay.
Sick. And it's going to take part on the Death Star. So if anyone doesn't know, I think most people do, but at East Texas, you do, 310 and 20 miles, something like that. And then you have to pass by the Bullet Grill, which is the start-finish line, and then you have to do a 69-mile route that we call the Death Star. And so this year at East Texas Showdown, it's very common that people who do Slowdown and Showdown are finished by Saturday. Not everybody, but a lot of people get done, and some people just go riding on Sunday. And so now we have a gravel race where people can come in with fresh legs and just sign up to do the 69 miles. But if you're doing Slowdown or Showdown, you can enter the Throwdown for free at 8 a.m. on Sunday morning. And we're going to pit dirty, tired, angry ultra cyclists.
It's going to be awesome.
Against fresh-legged gravel daddies. A battle.
Gravel daddies.
A battle in the East Texas Piney Woods, a two-wheeled showdown. I think it's going to be fun, man.
Yeah.
So it just like unlocks a little bit of fun and shenanigans, another extra challenge.
And it's going to bring out a whole nother group. We talked about this on the ride, a whole nother group of people, the gravel daddies. Those folks who like trade in their 28s for 38s or 42s and just want to hammer.
Right.
Against us.
Yeah.
The raggedy, dirty.
And I think everybody's going to have a chip on their shoulder, right? Like everybody, if you're in the ultra crew, you're going to want to represent the ultra crew and you're going to want to show up. And if you're representing gravel, you're going to want to, do that. And I think, and so now you can have someone that theoretically gets first place in Showdown and first place in Throwdown.
Yeah.
So it adds a whole nother like dynamic to it. So yeah. I think it's going to be fun.
It's going to be silly.
It's more accessibility. It's another way to get people out riding their bikes, enjoying the weekend. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
You can just come out and
very important.
Yeah.
You definitely don't have to race it. And we're not going to have aid stations. We might throw one out. We'll see, but probably not. Don't count on it.
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty. See those birds flying in the V? They're like way over there.
I believe you.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's all right.
Just got distracted. Just like that spider in the woods.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So like, it's just not going to be supported. It's self-supported gravel racing is what it is. You know, it's not going to be hand holding. You know, if your bike breaks, you fix it. If you can't, walk back. We don't care.
Yeah.
Actually, we'll come get you. But that's the marketing.
If it's more than 20 miles, then call us. Right, kind of thing.
Yeah. If it's less than 20, walk your ass back. Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
I almost introduced. I think at Big Bend, it'll make a lot of sense too. Like. To have like some shorter options out there, like everything out there, even the 100-miler was extreme. So, you know, we had what was the finish rate? 31% completion rate.
Was it?
Yeah. 31%.
It felt like much less to me, but then again, I also scratched that one. So, so are you thinking about doing the short track races on
all of them?
All of them?
Yeah. Yeah. And it was part of the reason why I changed the death loop on Central Texas and made it, now it's like it's close to 65, 67 miles, something like that. But now it's a perfect like century gravel race.
Nice.
Yeah. So, and it was also like 32 miles. It was it wasn't deadly enough. So it needed to be longer anyway.
Yeah. That makes sense.
So yeah, that one's set up for it. I haven't decided what I'm going to do at Big Bend. I have a few different ideas, but it probably won't be a gravel race. It'll probably be a mountain bike race out there.
Totally. Yeah, it's mountain biking out there.
It would either have to be road or mountain bike, or just do it on the park roads but I think it's going to be a mountain bike race out there, which is I mean, we're going from like gravel riding to mountain biking out there. So it makes sense to just keep it.
It's like the essence of the original event.
Yes,
right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
The essence of the original event.
It's like CTS is more road, some gravel. So I think I scratched that one too, so I don't know what the difference was like.
It's way more gravel.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's CTS is weird because you get all the gravel like on the north portion of the route. And it's very gravelly. And I teased this to you. Eric and I did a 10-mile ride prior to this, which I mic'd us up and we might release on Patreon if the audio turned out. We'll see. We'll see.
In the video, maybe? I think I had a booger hanging out in one of them.
I definitely had two boogers hanging out. What was I saying that? I teased the fact that I've already started developing another Central Texas route with a lot more gravel. I mean, I've been working on different variations of East Texas, so there's definitely the chance for things to change, and probably will. I'm planning on them changing in 2027, but in 2026, like I just completed the series. I thought about changing things up this year. I'm like, nope,
just lock it in.
One locked in, clean run with the series the way it is, and then we're gonna start shifting up in future years for sure.
And like we talked about on the trail, like that helps tune things because like ETS, it's fine tuned. CTS, I think for the most part, there could be a couple of things.
Everything really clicked big time in year 3.
Yeah. And then Big Bend, I mean, it's such a beast out there anyways that there's always going to be a learning curve. So like locking this one in because this route's pretty fucked up. I mean, the 100 miles that I rode, first 100 miles was pretty gnarly.
Yeah, really hard.
Yeah,
really hard.
So,
I love it.
I know. I'm excited to go back and do it again.
That was a real challenge, man. Like it didn't matter what route you were doing. Like that was a real adventure, and I love having that in the series. Yeah, it feels good. I like within the series, there's a lot of differences, right? You have a gravel race, you have a more road heavy ultra race, and then you have a very, very challenging mountain bike, hike a bike, adventure,
probably not
bike.
A gravel bike.
Definitely not a gravel bike. Leave them at fucking home.
Yeah. I mean, you can do it.
I say, hey, everybody that brought a gravel bike isn't bringing it back again.
Oh, yeah?
No, for sure. Yeah.
Damn, that makes me want to. I would never. No, I'd put a suspension on mine.
Yeah. Finish it first and then
Thank
bring
you.
it.
Yeah. So yeah, I put down a bunch of questions, and I know we've touched on some of the stuff. Highlights from 25.
Do you want a cigar?
Yeah, sure.
Do you want one or no?
I mean, can you smoke in the park?
Oh, good point. Let's not. Yeah.
I know you can't drink in the park. That's why I brought a beer just in case.
This is non-alcohol. Oh, by the way, yeah. Non-alcoholic.
Oh.
For anybody who's wondering. Sierra Nevada Trail Pass IPA. Very good.
Okay.
Have you fucked around with non-alcoholic beers much?
Beery.
It's not bad.
No, not at all.
It makes
I usually do, like, I've done athletic
brewing. Yeah, those are good. The golden is my favorite. Yeah.
Yes, the like cerveza style.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I just like a good old sparkling water.
I like those too. Yeah, I got a bunch of those. The HEB ones.
Mm-hmm.
Those are my go-to.
Yeah, I've been doing this thing. It's black cherry with you mix it with blue raspberry Kool-Aid.
Okay.
And Hannah and I call it candy because it just tastes like pure candy.
But you have a sweet tooth.
I do.
I don't. Yeah. So you say something to me like that to me, and I'm like, oh no, yeah. I do. I'm lucky that I don't have a sweet tooth, but I don't have one.
It's a curse.
Yeah.
I love cookies.
It's okay.
Apples
I like
help,
cookies too.
Okay. So highlights from 25. What worked? Favorite thing that happened? Least favorite thing that happened. Biggest challenges, obviously WTS was a massive challenge. But what was one of your favorite things from the year?
It was West Texas Showdown. And to zoom out a little bit, it was the satisfaction of a job well done over 6 years of trying to string this thing together. And I hate to talk about this too much because, like, I put myself in this position. Nobody made me do it. I've asked for it. And so I am not complaining, but it has been, I've pushed myself way closer and maybe beyond the edge than I should have. And I have a lot of like dad guilt because I've really taken a lot of risks that I shouldn't have taken as a responsible father, I feel like, or I know, and I've gotten away with it, so there's been a lot. I've put a lot into developing the series, and for it to all be done now, for everything 6 years ago me, 7 years ago me, the guy that came up with this idea that's starting to lay the groundworks, went in and talked to Chris the very first meeting we ever had and built it from there on to have West Texas go off so well. It's the greatest thing I've ever done. I mean, it's not just like, oh, this was a great 2025. I mean, this has been a amalgamation. And it goes back further than that. The first thing, when I was 14 years old, when I did my Eagle Scout project, I threw a bike rodeo, and I've told the story a million times, but I rode my bike up to the radio station and got airtime. I rode my bike and talked to the Walmart manager and asked if we use their parking lot. And I rode my bike up to the police station, asked if they would teach bike safety.
So this is just predestined then?
This is just who I am. Like it goes way beyond like, oh yeah, like I built this thing. Like I have been like looking for ways to find, I've done YouTube videos and blogs and websites and led scout trips. And this is who I am and I've always been. Right. And so like, to like it's the amalgamation, to use your word, well put, of like a lifetime of like trying to point my ship and my compass in this direction, and how can I make a difference in something that I care about a lot, which is wild spaces and outdoor recreation. Those are the things that I've chosen to hang my hat on. There's a lot of important issues in the world, and sometimes it feels silly to like, this is what I do when there's other things that maybe are more important. But for better or worse, like this is the thing I do. This is the thing that like is it people's mental health machine. It's their medicine. It gives them something to put on their calendar so they're living a more healthy life. They're, whatever it is, like purpose-driven life. Like, so I believe all this stuff. And so like to be sitting here now, having put in a lifetime of work and kind of feeling like I finally found my niche, and it's like, oh, this is it. Like you do this the rest of your life, Patrick. Like you just do this. This is all you do.
So was it this year that really sunk in for you? Like this is happening? Or was it like the beginning of ETS, or was it sometime before that? Where it was like, I know this is my passion and now I feel like I'm making it.
Yeah. It started with...
Or do you feel like you're making it? Sorry, I just assume.
Yeah, no, well, I appreciate the assumption.
Yeah.
I'll dive into that. It happened a lot with ETS, certainly. I mean, that experience of the first year, 50 people signed up, the second year, hundreds, next year, 200, next year, 250. Like every year, it just kept growing. And it's like, holy fucking shit. Like, this is real. This is happening. It took a while to like pinch myself. And really like, it took me a while to catch up to speed. It's like, oh fuck. Like I need to like step up like a lot more. Cause you see a lot of, and I'm not like talking shit, but like, you see a lot of bikepacking races and, maybe 10, 15, 20 people show up, and that's great. But that's what I expected. I didn't expect to get, a lot of people showing up. It wasn't on my radar. And so it took me a while to like catch up to what was happening and to like probably take it as seriously as I needed to take it. What was your question?
I don't remember anymore. No.
Oh, at what point did I feel like...
Do you feel like it is, you've made it, or like you're positioned in a point of success?
Yeah.
Like to make a career or a life or a, whatever out of it.
It's a hard question to answer because it depends on at what point you catch me. Like I mentioned, I mean, it's been very challenging to get to this point. And there were many times where it was just challenging and it wasn't as rewarding because it was so challenging that I think it just like overrode that. But this is a very important but. I never gave up on it because I believed in it so much. I never stopped believing in the potential that it had. And it always had enough value to justify me risking so much and putting so much into it. So I wasn't doing it blindly, but it didn't make it easier.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until West Texas Showdown when I think the full fruition, like it couldn't click until West Texas Showdown happened.
Yeah, because that was the original...
It couldn't, yeah. I mean,
idea.
Yeah. I mean, and I really don't remember which one happened first, but they were about the same time. Doesn't matter. But like, until the Showdown series is complete, it's just a work in progress. And so I could never feel like I had it secured or felt like I was on stable ground until we had a successful West Texas Showdown. And now that has happened, good things are just happening. I mean, it really like, and it's not a shocker. Like West Texas, not aside from the Showdown, like Big Bend is on everybody's radar. Everybody wants to go ride in Big Bend. The only thing I did was go out there and make it possible to do it as part of an event. But anybody can go right out there anytime they want to, and it's high on people's...
You're creating that safety for people.
Yeah.
Because, like, yes, you can go right out there by yourself, but how safe do you feel when you have somebody that you know is watching your back, or that is there for you in case, something goes sour, or that already has a route created? Just because some of us are lethargic and don't want to do that.
Yeah.
You made that possible for those folks.
Yeah. And it's fun. It's what I enjoy doing. Like, I mean, speaking back to who I've always been, I mean, creating these opportunities is just kind of what I get personal satisfaction out of doing it. And so, but sitting here now, like, yeah, I feel like I'm a lot more stable ground. Like, I feel like I have a real foundation that I can build on. The series is complete. I feel like and I've also been learning this whole time. Like I didn't go to event director school, right? And it's one of the fun things about the sport that we're in and this community that we're in is we do get to make it up. And I I want to be an example of that. I want other people to go make up routes and events that feel authentic to them and find their jam and their groove. And I think that's super cool. And like, I don't know, we built something here in Texas, and it's cool and it's good, and I can build on that.
Yeah.
I can make a life doing this for sure.
Absolutely.
I also want to do an international event too. That's the next one.
Whoa.
But yeah, I've said that on the podcast.
Have
before.
you? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Which one?
I'm sure. I don't know. I think I have. I say lots of things.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, that's real. I mean, that's kind of the next big one that I want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need help scouting some places?
Sure.
All right.
Always.
Where you want to go?
I'm not saying right now.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I'll keep that one close to the chest. Yeah. I have some different opportunities that have been presented to me, but there's one in particular that I'm eyeballing pretty hard. And I also need to talk to people, because like anytime you're building something now, you're building on the work of other people. Nobody's doing anything like just in a vacuum, right? Like I didn't go out to Big Bend and like make something that nobody's ever seen before, you know? And so it's important, like, you know, in this one region in particular, there's some people that I need to talk to and say, hey, would you be cool with this? Or do you want to be involved in it?
Yeah.
Like, and that's the way I would pitch it at first is, hey, would you like to be involved? And then, and maybe I don't have any business being there at all. And I don't have a part, but you know, those conversations need to happen before.
Just how you approach the Terralingua folks. Yeah. Like, I'm here for you guys. I'm here to be a part of this.
Yeah. Don't want to step on anyone's toes. So, I won't say, but international is where I want to go next for sure.
All right. Yeah. You've got your 3 pillars here in Texas.
I think 3 pillars here. There's a lot of room in the summer. So, an international trip in the summer somewhere. Yeah. And it will definitely be Latin America. I'll say that. 100% Latin America.
Oh.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Sick.
Yeah.
All right.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I will say that.
All right.
Yeah, because I'm excited about that. That'll be good.
Yeah.
And I'm not putting, like, I don't know when that'll be. It could be 5 years.
Sure.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But that's the whole. I said I was talking about how I learned. You know, is like I have been learning this whole time. I've been learning, and it's why I did West Texas last. And I told everybody at West Texas, I did this intentionally. I did this so that by the time we got to West Texas, I wouldn't be a greenhorn coming in here with no idea how to run an event.
Yep.
At this point, we have, volunteers that come almost every year, like people know our system. Yeah. We have riders. I know them. They know me. They know what they're getting themselves into, kind of. But like we've developed a system now. And now I feel like I've kind of earned the right to like take an event to West Texas. And now my dream is to go international, but that's a whole nother leap. And so, that's the next goal.
So 2026 is really like you've established your 3 pillars, build on that, let it settle in a little bit.
Add gravel this year.
Yeah. Let the foundation kind of like settle in and then build your house on top of that.
Yeah. I
love it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I want to do, man. I'm not going anywhere. If y'all haven't got rid of me yet,
that's fair. Yeah.
I'm sticky.
Yeah.
Yeah. Someone's got to do it though. I don't know.
Truly. Yeah. And Texas is such a beautiful place to do it because we have such a varied landscape. I mean, we're freaking huge.
Yeah.
We're massive.
Yeah.
Like the difference between Far East and Far West, or even, Brownsville to Dallas is so different.
It's so much fun. I mean, it's fun to introduce Texans to parts of Texas that they've never seen, but I love the idea. We have one cool thing that's happening. So we created and for anyone who doesn't know, I originally called it the Triple Crown Showdown, but we're calling it the Triple Star Showdown now, as a nod to Texas, as a way to let the OG Triple Crown stand alone as its own thing. But we're the Lone Star State, and I want to give a shout out to Kyle. I told you this, but just for the podcast.
Yep.
Kyle created our Triple Showdown belt buckle, and it had 3 stars on it. So everything just came together. We're going to call it the Triple Star Showdown. And why was I talking about that? Dude, ADHD is a motherfucker. Oh, I'm learning.
Yeah.
You go there, do the Triple Star.
And then potentially international.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was all part. Oh, showing Texans, Texas.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. Thank you.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so we created the Triple Star Showdown, which is just doing all of the events in a calendar year. And when you sign up for East Texas now, it says, are you committing to doing all 3 events? And we have a bunch of people and from out of state as well that are like doing the whole series.
So wait, you have to...
You don't have to.
Okay.
You don't have to. Like you can say maybe.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. But I'm just trying to get an idea of
to gauge
interest. Yeah, like who's going for it? How many trophies do I need to make? But I love the idea of people coming, especially from like outside of Texas. First time in Texas, they go to East Texas, then they do Central, then they do West. They're like, what? All in the same state? It's like, I mean, it's very diverse.
Stark differences.
Yeah. It's fun.
Oh, cool. Okay, so I did have questions about media.
All right.
So this year, I thought the media was top notch. Like, stepped up the game, having multiple media cars, and like you've got Ariel, locking down social media.
Yeah.
Amazing. What does 26 look like for media? Are you going to expand? Are you going to try and keep the same? How do you feel like that's impacting your races?
Media is one of the areas that we could grow the most in, and that's something I've known for a long time. Media is very expensive. The media is the most, well, maybe not the most, it's up there.
Yeah.
It's very expensive. And so we've had Maxwell for every year at the Showdown Series. He wasn't able to make West Texas. He had something coming up at the very last minute. Unfortunately, he was planning to be there. But we got introduced to Nathan this year. Do you know how to say his last name? Kolish?
I don't. No.
Kolsa. I think it's Nathan Kolsa. Sorry, Nathan, if I got that wrong.
Yeah.
I asked him to tell me one day, and
Nathan, who takes amazing photos.
Yeah, Nathan who takes amazing photos.
Yeah.
So he came and volunteered at Central. I hired him at Central. I was like, okay, I'm hiring you. He came out to Big Bend. And so I have a call scheduled with Maxwell to see what he's going to do at East Texas. He might ride East Texas.
Whoa.
Yeah, he's been wanting to ride for a while.
Okay.
And so he may get to go ride, but media is just expensive. I'm paying thousands and thousands of dollars for people to come and be media people, and it's just expensive. And so
makes sense.
The goal with media is to grow it to the biggest degree possible. Like I'm a storyteller. I want to take people along for that experience. I'd like for us to do the podcast thing.
Podcast on the road?
Well, I was talking to Morgan, who works at TPWD. She hosts their podcast, Morgan O'Hanlon. But she and I have talked about her doing like a podcast of each race series.
Oh, okay.
Obviously keep the photography top notch. The big thing that I would love to do for 2026, my big goal is to get a film crew out there and do every single event. And the idea would be like release a little mini episode, like a 15 or 20 minute East Texas, a 15, 20 minute Central, 15, 20 minute West Texas, and then like release like an hour and a half long or an hour long full feature of the entire event, like at the end of the year or something like that. So that's what I would like to have happen. It's just a matter of getting it paid for. So it always comes down to money, man. That's always the answer.
Obviously.
I've got every dream under the sun. It always just comes down to money. And right now is a hard time to get money. The economy. I don't know, the economy.
Yeah. Sponsorships. I mean, I've got great sponsors, but trying to get more and trying to get, finances for things bike related, so tough right now.
It's hard. And I'm not alone. Like, so we're all just doing the best we can with what's out there. And the companies are doing their best, and we're all just trying to weather the storm. And so I'd love to blow out our media. I'd love to just, especially like real time media. Like I'd really want to like get better at telling the story while the story is happening. That's, I think, our biggest area of growth. I think the cool films that could come out later are just a fun way to like reshare that story. And they're just great marketing. It gives people a way to like a window into what you're doing, a better window into what you're doing. But yeah, we've grown every year. Every year it gets a little bit better. And so
you've got a great group of photographers.
We do what we
right
can.
now.
Yeah, we really do. Yeah. Yeah. And I like the role. So Ariel was kind of just my right-hand man for a long time, and he still is, but he has the greatest value, like content creating.
Yeah.
And so I think it's one of those things where, like, with media, we'll get more well-defined. We're finding that, like, even going into this next year, like, if all he does is have a GoPro and he's out there doing like little interviews and making the reels, like, he's going to be the real guy, right? And like, he can produce more reels.
So important too.
Yeah. And then we'll have I can have someone, they don't have to be at the event, that's like, editing photos and like managing social media, like real time. And so we're just trying to find ways to like work smarter. So just let the photographers take photos. Don't let them worry about editing and all this kind of stuff. Just upload some photos. We got someone that'll like edit them and get them posted and everything. Yeah. So we're just trying to streamline it. But, yeah, I think it'll just get better. We'll add Nathan to the team, and I want to keep adding more people to the team as we can afford to do so.
Yeah.
So register, and then I can afford more media.
There we go. And I love the idea. There's some races out there now that do pods, like short stories, anecdotes from the trail, which I find so fascinating.
Like from the rider? Yeah.
Yeah, so, like, just if having somebody tagged in with a cameraman that gets, a 30-second clip of somebody being like, this is the hardest fucking shit I've ever done in my life. Or like, did you see how pretty that...
Meg, right? With Detours, is that her name? Mel. Yeah. I mean, that's good shit. And I mean,
Mel's amazing.
Nelson is the blueprint of what's possible. And also, it costs $500 to $600 to go enter one of his races, and he has 200 to 300 people doing it. And if you do the math, you have a lot of resources to work with to be able to have a really amazing media crew, and good on him. That's awesome. But that's the blueprint. That shows what's possible when you have the financial resources and the people that can like put all that together.
Finding what settles in with you as a race director, and what you want out of your races.
Yeah, I want to tell a story. I mean, I think that's important. I'm a storyteller. That's what I want to do. I want to get the stories out, and you can't replicate those real-time clips.
Yes.
You just can't get that anywhere else.
In the moment, emotions and everything else.
So that's where I want to send Ariel's. I'd like to get him more out on course, more doing that. Like, if we had him out on course, if I could get Morgan to go out on course, like just more of those in-course interactions. What we have done in the past are like rider call-ins. Where I've had like an 800 number where you can call in. We didn't get enough to do anything with. Like, we get like 12, and it just like wasn't enough to like produce anything really.
All right, so for all your participants out there, do a call in.
Well, if we do it again, we haven't done it. Yeah, we haven't done it again for that reason. But anyway,
or I'll just text me and I'll give you Patrick's personal number. And we'll do a Kyle situation.
Anyway, what did Kyle do?
Remember he sent you that voice, or I think it was
he sent it after. Yeah.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. He sent me. Yeah, he showed it to Natalie. He's like, I don't want Patrick to put that on the internet. I was like, I'm not gonna put it. I don't push it on the internet if people don't want it on the internet. Yeah. For the record, I'm a nice guy.
I think you're doing a great job, and I'm stoked to see how that evolves, because it's evolved so well over the years.
I appreciate that. I mean, part of it is just getting like credibility too. I think, West Texas added a little bit more legitimacy to like the series, and that's fair and valid. I think that's fine.
Yeah.
East Texas and Central Texas are not anywhere near as epic as West Texas. That's fine.
Fair.
They're great for what they are.
Yeah.
I'm not shitting on them, but like they're not. It's not the same thing, and that's okay. Yeah.
I mean, it's just so epic out there. I mean, we could literally, and I think we have for this, talk about West Texas for eons.
It's hard not only talk about West Texas. I love all my races, and I really do. I really love them all.
Do you have a Daddy doesn't pick favorites?
West Texas is my favorite. I'll pick.
I don't mind sending that one to school. All the other ones, no, not a chance.
Yeah, no, West Texas is my favorite. It's what appeals to me, man. West Texas is my favorite place on the planet Earth.
Yeah.
of course, that's my favorite race. That's what I've been building up to forever. But I do love, like, they all are great. And I like the different vibes that each one of them have. And I like the variety that the series has. And the communities that come, they're you know, we get a lot of the same, but it's also like different. And so like you have your East Texas family, you have your Central Texas family, we'll get our West Texas family, you know, it's like, and it's cool. And I get to experience all that. Right. And some people do all three, but like I get to like be on all three of those vibes, and yeah, it's all good. But yeah, I really don't necessarily have a favorite. I appreciate them for what they all are, but West Texas is my favorite.
So I was going to ask, who's your favorite participant? Because I know you don't have to answer that.
Ooh, my favorite participant. I mean, honestly, you, Kyle, and Hannah are at the top of my list of just some of my favorite people that show up every year. Like, y'all are OGs. You've been there from the very beginning.
Almost me, not quite the beginning.
You were second year?
Yeah.
Fine. But you should have told me, because I threw you in the OG crowd.
That's okay. I know. I know where my place is.
No, you in particular have been like just a huge friend and supporter and like champion of like what I'm doing from the very beginning. So I mean, you're really at the top of,
Oh, stop.
You're up there. You're up there. I mean, I've told you this, but I mean, I just, when you say things, they carry more weight for me, because like you're just a really honest, sincere person, and you genuinely care. So like if you're saying it, it's coming from a place of caring and love.
Try to.
No, you do. At least with me. Maybe with other people, you're an asshole.
That's a whole like duality that we were talking about earlier.
Yeah. I don't know that, Eric. I just know this one.
Good.
But
don't get to know him.
Yeah. It is, and it isn't just one person. Because like if you were the only person that showed up, it would suck.
Right.
We'd be just like picking each other's nose hairs or something, right?
Truly.
Like what is cool is the community that's forming.
Yeah.
Like that's what's special. That's why you and Hannah and Kyle
That's what
keep
gets us
showing,
all interested.
Yeah. It's not to ride the exact same course that you've already ridden 4 times.
Yeah.
So all my friends are going to be there. The vibe is going to be awesome. We're going to have a good time. We're going to play bikes in the woods for a weekend. Yeah. Let's go do that. You know,
we're going
and
to
like,
party afterwards.
It really isn't like a person that can define an event. Yeah. Hopefully I could go away in the event. Like I don't want to be the thing. Like I'm like the figurehead of it, but like I want that community to exist independent of what I'm doing. Yeah.
And it goes back to the whole stories on the road thing. Like I think we talked about it in the woods. My favorite are the people in the middle and the back. Like the front, it's super cool. I love seeing fast people do fast things, but I love hearing the fucked up shit that the middle and backpack have to go through. Because, it's taking them, in my opinion, it's technically harder because it's taking them, a couple extra days or, an extra day or two or whatever. So they usually have just more things going wrong, more opportunities for like the fucked up stuff to happen.
Yeah. More emotional swings.
And those folks, as soon as they get into to the hoedown, it's just like, I know you got something to say. I'm ready for it. Like, build that stoke.
Yeah. Being there at the finish line is one of the most gratifying things that I have ever experienced, especially like, and it was just, everything was just amplified at West Texas. Like, I don't want it to overshadow, but it just was like, if you survive that.
It's okay for this because it was the first year. Now, 2027, when we chat again, to recap 26, we'll just stay
tone
even.
It down a little bit. All right. I can be giddy for 1 year.
Yeah.
That's fair. When you survive West Texas Showdown, God, when Kyle came, I mean, I said this on the last podcast, but dude, remember when Kyle came in to the finish line?
I wasn't there.
Oh, were you at Sauceda?
Yeah.
Oh, God, dude.
Yeah.
The electricity was just fucking wild. And then Hannah came in. It was like, holy shit. But to speak to what you said, like when Victor came in and when like, Chris, oh God, what was his name? Third place Showdown, DFL. He's the guy that wore the hat.
Oh, Ryan?
No.
Fuck. We'll
Chris, was it Chris? No.
I thought it was Ryan.
Was it Ryan?
It was, he had a cool name on the internet, I thought. It was like...
Because what was his name? His like name was like something nice or good or something friendly or Robert Nice.
Yes. Robert?
Rob Nice. Something like that.
Okay. We'll get it sorted out and shout you out. But yes.
Shine. Robert Shine.
Yes, he shone through.
Yes, he did. He shone through. But he was our DFL. Like,
yes.
He would, like, no one was there for that one except for me and his wife and Carol, one of our Rockstar volunteers, who Carol is stepping up to, like, be part of the Bikes for Death or Texas Showdown Series team in an official capacity. So y'all are going to be seeing her a lot at all the events. She's so clutch.
Yeah.
Having her on the team, like, we're going to, I don't want to say team. I don't want to put too much pressure on her shoulders, but I think having her, like, she's run events. She's like a very organized person. She has a lot of skill sets, stays really calm under pressure. Really, she's good. She's good. But Robert Shine, so it was us three. And he came in at like 3:30 in the morning, and we stayed up to like 5:30 in the morning, drinking some Modelo's, just talking, hearing all of his stories. And like those moments, like whether there's a crowd of 20 there or whether it's just me and like a couple people, like I get to be at the finish line and I get to hear every single story, and it's great, man.
Yeah.
It's like,
such a beautiful thing.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you got to go. Yeah. Woodpecker. Then you got to go home to the real world, and it's like, oh.
Yeah, that's where that drop comes in. But at least you can relive those things, you know? We heard Hannah and I were laying down. She had come in a few hours before him, I think, maybe a couple. But we were laying down, and we heard y'all just hollering when he pulled in.
Oh, yeah.
Because we were kind of from our tent.
I remember that one of y'all mentioned that y'all could hear us hollering.
I think Hannah did,
I love that. Yeah. So she finished, what, 9 or 10 p.m.? Do you remember?
I thought it was...
Was it later?
I thought it was later than that. Maybe it wasn't, though. I don't...
Anyway,
I'm so bad at that. Yeah.
They were. I think they were about 4 or 5 hours apart. Which in ultra cycling isn't that far.
Yeah,
he was right behind her. Yeah. They had some funny interactions on the trails, but we already talked about it in the last podcast. So go back and listen to Kyle and Hannah's podcast.
Yeah. Anyways, more about West Texas. So.
Yeah.
So 2026, is West Texas still the one you're looking forward to, or is the throwdown like getting you more excited about East Texas?
Ooh, good question.
Also, is CTS just like the stepbrother that's like, hey, I'm still here, guys. Don't forget about my dad.
Poor Central. It kind of is.
It's the middle child.
It's the middle child, man. And I want to fix that because like it really is great, but it does get overshadowed. But I don't know why it gets overshadowed because like the participation is good.
Yeah,
it's a great event.
The area is amazing.
Yeah, it's not as. I guess it's not as wild. Like East Texas, you really get out into the sticks and you're like, oh, we're in East Texas right now.
Oh,
you know? You go out to West Texas, you are in West Texas. Like you're in survival mode. Maybe Central's just like a little bit toned down. It's just not that extreme.
Yeah.
And so it's not as like sticky. But again, I'm fine with it because like it appeals to a certain demographic that is like totally into it. And it definitely has a place. But like I said, next year I'm scouting a more gravel-centric Central Texas Showdown. I'm not committed to the routes staying exactly where they are. I like the idea of moving them around, shaking them up, making it interesting for people, and reusing the routes. Like if we go away from that Central Texas Showdown route that we have now, like we were talking about on our ride, I like the idea of like doing a new route for 2 years and then going back to the other route for 2 years. But I'm not married to it. I'm married to keeping the series intact and having a Central Texas. But yeah, it gets overshadowed.
Yeah.
And I don't. Why do you have a thought?
I think you nailed it. I think it is the wildness of it.
Yeah.
Because yes, West Texas is the most wild I think you can probably get in Texas. East Texas has like a totally different wild vibe because yes, you've got gas stations and, you know, convenience around you, but you're also going through like Davy Crockett. You're going by the that off-road park.
Oh yeah.
You know, and
I know exactly what
you feel like kind of like Ozark Doom. Whenever you're riding out in Ozark Doom, it feels like you're in the boonies. Like there's a shack with smoke come out of it, and you're scared.
Yeah.
You're like, is there like some kind of demon that lives in there? I don't know. But East Texas has that same kind of feel. You don't know when you're going to see a hog or an alligator.
Was it, you were talking about Lindsay Shepherd on our ride, and I believe this was a Lindsay Shepherd story. I hope I'm assigning it to the right person, but I believe it was her. She was out in the middle of the Ozarks. I believe she was riding high country though. Yeah, I believe this was high country. Same terrain though. And she's in the middle of nowhere, and she gets approached by somebody that's like on a search for a missing person, and the person that's looking for the person is clearly on meth, and she's like having a rational conversation with a methed out person in the middle of the Ozarks, in the middle of nowhere, and you're like, this person's on meth and they're looking for a missing person, and they want to know if I'm the missing person, and you're like, no, I'm not the missing person. And point is, you're not going to get that in Central Texas Showdown probably.
Probably
you
not.
might get it in East Texas.
And actually, I've had interactions like that in East Texas where like a random pickup truck stops you on a, remote gravel road. They're like, what the hell are you doing out here?
Yeah.
And you're just like, I'm just riding my bike. Yeah. I mean, it's usually like really sweet interactions because you tell anybody
they're curious
that you're riding 400 miles and they're immediately like, why?
Yeah. Yeah, they usually are. I haven't actually heard of any like real bad experiences in East Texas, which I'm really grateful for.
Yeah. I think there was one, I can't remember if it was 23 or 24, but it was just like drivers being assholes.
Oh, like
by
coal rolling.
Lake.
Oh yeah, I do know about that. Yeah.
And I think it was
Kayla got buzzed and Hannah got buzzed. Yeah. But those, I guess I was making a distinction between like, because drivers and people are kind of like two different things.
True.
And I was just saying like the interactions, like we haven't had anyone like roll down their window and like, threaten somebody or anything crazy like that. Like there hasn't been any like, but there's definitely been some cars, not a lot of them, but we've certainly, and you're going to get that kind of anywhere.
Yeah.
And it always sucks.
Culture, yeah.
Yeah, it always sucks. But yeah, I've had interactions too, and they're just curious. They'll roll down their window like, what are you doing out here? And you're like, I'm riding my bike a long way, and they're like, okay.
Yeah.
I got busted at 2 or 3 a.m. on a church. I was sleeping at a church. I was on the Showdown, the East Texas route, and it was, it's fair enough. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm on the porch of a church.
Yeah,
I look like I look, and this guy, he was coming home from the bar. So that's what made it interesting. He pulled in, he's showing his lights right on me. Got out, he's like, what are you doing here? I was like, hey man, I'm going on a bike ride. I just stopped to get some water. I'm keeping on going. He's like, oh, okay. That's weird.
Yeah.
I was like, I know. It's kind of weird.
Yep.
He's like, all right, well, I just wasn't sure what you were doing at the church. This is a crazy time to be at a church. It's like, that's fair. It's a crazy time to be at a church, and it is fair. Like you have to understand where he's coming from. If he drives down that road 100 times, whatever, and like he sees some dude that obviously isn't from around here who's like hanging out at church, maybe you should stop and like make sure,
Yeah,
but,
I mean that's him taking care of his community to an extent.
Yeah.
Obviously, I mean that it all depends on the person you get, but I feel like in East Texas, I'm from East Texas, and I think there's some hospitality here.
All right, say something good about Central Texas.
Central Texas.
or you can say something bad if you want to. It's okay.
No. One good, one bad, huh? Central Texas. I love the vibe at the Castell. Super cool vibe.
Yeah.
Don't like all the road.
That's where you struggle.
That's me. Yeah. I maybe it's a mixture of whatever ailments are in my brain, but I just like go mad on the road.
A lot of people do.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the biggest complaint or, barrier for a lot of people is the amount of road.
Which adds to the challenge.
Now, for you, does it make a distinction? Like, let's say you're on gravel roads, but they're really flat. Like, there's not a lot of like undulation.
Yeah. I think over the years that has become more difficult for me.
Yeah.
Where I like you and your mountain bike stage right now. Like I love flowy single track. I like rocky shit where I have to like focus on what I'm doing, or else my mind will not do great things.
Yeah,
on roads.
I mean, dude, they're my races, and also like East Texas and Central Texas aren't where I'm at right now in my personal journey. Like I've done enough like gravel bike packing for now. Like, I'm ready to I need it to be more interesting. I need it to be a little bit more challenging.
That's a fun way to look at these 3 races, like the iterations of Patrick throughout, the last 5-6 years now.
Yeah, maybe they'll just be all mountain bikes.
Yeah.
I have been thinking about that. It's so much harder to put together like mountain biking with what I'm doing. Yeah. It's like nearly impossible.
Yes.
And it would be stupid. Like I could loop in like a double lake. Maybe we could loop in some Sam Houston.
Which on a gravel bike, I mean, I was on my mountain bike last year. But on a gravel bike, double lake is doable.
It's funny because like right when I said it, because we just rode out here, I'm like, we could do double lake and here on a gravel bike.
I mean,
maybe just throw it as an option, like Arkansas.
Yeah, the high country.
High country, yeah. Yeah.
Like making an option.
Yeah.
That would be so fucked up. I would love it. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it develops. But I don't know. I like what it is.
Yeah.
And like even if I'm not like hardcore gravel riding right now, doesn't mean like other people aren't.
And that's the season for people. I mean, I know if West Texas was your first, and that was like, because East Texas was my first event, long distance ultra thing. If West Texas was my first, I probably wouldn't still be doing it. Since East Texas was so accessible, it was like easy to prepare for the most part. The training wasn't too extensive, and then the bailouts there are just numerous. So you're never in too much fear or worry.
Yeah,
I
was thinking about it while you were talking. Like I said this on Kyle and Hannah's episode, but like you're another example of somebody who's like gone through the Showdown Series, who started with East Texas Showdown, and you've ridden in Greece and Kyrgyzstan and Tour Divide. And wait, you haven't done Tour Divide? I always I just assume you have, but you went over. Yeah. You did the trees triple crown. First.
Yeah.
Are you gonna? What do you think about Tour Divide?
We can have another. This is about you. We can do it.
All right. Fine.
Yeah. So we do have. I don't know. What's our time like right now?
We're at an hour 50. Yeah.
Let's, really? Yeah. You want to do some? Hang on. Let me.
I'm gonna have to edit this stupid thing. So let's just do some listener questions.
Hang on. Speaking of poke, we got all that. Ooh. Okay. So, I don't know if this is a user question or not, or a user
An AI? Is this AI? Eric's like, I'm interviewing Patrick. What should I ask him?
What's an Gemini? ChatGPT. No, I don't know where this question came from, if I saw it from a listener or not, but favorite bike to see in an event at one of your events? Like what style do you like to see, want to see more of? And I guess it depends on which ones. Maybe we pick like...
No, I got an answer.
Okay, go.
Because I don't care. But I do have an answer.
Hit it.
But what I want to see is people bringing their individual personality to the events, whatever it is, and know that these are events where we're going to celebrate you, right? Like the ones that stand out to me, if we're in East Texas now. Yeah. So like, I wish I was better with names, but you'll know who he was part of the Gravel Boys. He rode the Showdown fixed gear.
Oh, yeah.
And he had the handwritten notes. Mm-hmm. For the whole fucking ride.
And the just style-wise total, the helmet.
The helmet.
Do you remember his helmet?
It was like the bowl. It was like a big white helmet, like an 80s. I don't even almost a motorcycle helmet.
It was kind of like motorcycle. Yeah, it was very 80s style. With silver trim kind of thing.
Yeah, like he stands like that is just so fucking cool.
Yeah,
I should have podcasted him. I still should.
Like you still should. Yeah,
that was so fucking cool. Like that is awesome. And then Lex, I think it was Lex that rode. I think he did Slowdown. Cowboy hat. He had a flask of whiskey strapped to his fork. He rode it in cowboy boots the whole time and cut off jean shorts. Yeah, dude, all that, man. That I love to see that. I love, dude, whenever there was a group that finished at CTS this last year that they stopped right before the finish line, and they got kites going, and they finished the finish line with kites going.
So good.
I just love to see people having fun, you know, bringing their personality. And what I like about the Showdown series and what I want to promulgate is like the ability for people to experience it any way that feels right to them. And that's why I think it's fucking awesome to go fast. Like if you trained and you dialed in your fitness and your nutrition and you were mentally strong and you put in a really clean run, that's super cool.
Yeah.
It really is. Like, and we should fucking celebrate those people.
Totally.
And also like everybody else who's doing it in their own way, or, you know, maybe they're a 3-dayer and they're just struggling the whole time. That's fucking awesome too.
It's your first time riding more than 30 miles, dude. Like, and you're doing 100?
Let's go.
Or whatever the lowdown is.
The super lowdown is only 89 miles. So yeah, I mean, you can do like 90 miles, but like, that's what I want. That's what I want is my events to be welcoming for anyone, like anyone, wherever you're at.
Any bike,
bring it. But I love, dude, Randy Wendell.
I know, I wanted to mention him.
West Texas, come on.
Yeah, coaster
fully
brake?
Rigid, coaster brake, single speed.
Madman.
Come on. You know, like that's the fucking jam there.
Alex Maldonado.
Single speed.
Attempted fixed gear for ETS 2324 or something like that. And I think West Texas too. Or no, not West Texas.
He was at West Central. Texas. Yeah. I interviewed him for the podcast. Holden Mars, he built his own bike. He built the frame, fixed gear, single speed. Well, obviously fixed gear. I don't have to say single speed. Fixed gear. And he had a good showing. I don't remember his placing, but he did the showdown at Central Texas, which at that time was 472 miles. I love all that. Yeah. It's hard to pick a favorite, but I love to see people bring whatever they want to bring.
So your favorite bike is whatever suits your damn personality.
Yeah, bring your damn personality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. All right, cool. I think that was probably my question. All right, so we're going to go dive into listener questions. We have about 12 or so.
Let's go.
This is from, I guess, I should say who it's from, huh?
Sure.
Victor from West Texas.
From West Texas. Yeah. Nice. Single speed. Third place single speed. Slow down.
And great human. I didn't get to hang out with him,
enjoyed him
too much there, but we've been chatting on the internet, and seems like an awesome guy.
Yeah.
Hopefully you make it out to East Texas. I don't know if you've seen him on the roster.
He's signed up for East Texas.
Sick.
Yeah. It's official.
Showdown single speed?
I don't remember what category he signed up as. Okay. Yeah, I don't remember.
His question is, I feel like he's punching me in the face right now. Will anyone finish West Texas Showdown on a single speed? Before you answer, Victor, yes. Somebody will in 2026.
Oh, on
Showdown.
Yeah. So we had 3 slowdown single speed finishers at West Texas this year. We only had 3 finishers and they were all geared. Yeah. All on mountain bikes, FYI.
Yeah. Who was doing Showdown? Me, Randy,
Steve
Flucci. Oh my gosh, Steve. Yeah. I was really like, once I scratched at Salceda, I was like, you got this, Steve. Because he finished Central.
Yeah. No, he was in the running for the triple star. He was going for the triple star.
First ever single speed Showdown triple star.
We were all rooting for him. Yeah. And he was DFL at Central. It was, dude, it was just, that's one of those moments. I was just so proud of him.
Yeah.
Because he passed to go on the death loop well after the hoedown was over, everyone was gone. He's out there by himself, just fucking getting it done.
Grit.
And I don't know this for a fact, but I also know that what kept him going was a completion at West Texas. And so I bet that stung a little bit, but we're rooting for you, Steve. You're fucking awesome, man.
Oh, Steve, I hope you get back at it this year. And I hope that there are other single speeders that want to take on the triple star challenge.
Yeah, it'll happen this year.
Yeah.
I'm looking at one of them.
Yeah, it's going to happen. I intentionally reviewed my schedule for races this year, and I'm like, I have less races on the books than I did in 25, and I'm hoping to not be burnt out by the time I get back to America.
Yeah, that'll be big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. We kind of went through this already. This question comes from Megan Manow, volunteer camera person.
Hey, Megan.
What's up, Megan? What got you started? Where did this dream come from? And give me a link for volunteer opportunities.
Not my OF. Okay. Yeah, we did kind of cover this. Okay, there's something I could add to that.
Okay.
I will say my mission statement with Bikes for Death, prior to it ever being Bikes for Death, is to introduce, to create outdoor advocates through outdoor experiences, essentially. Like, I don't beat the, hey, we should all be, protectors of wild spaces. Like, you don't hear me maybe say that all the time, but I believe like that is the thing I'm passionate about, right? Like, we have our national parks and our state parks and our wild spaces because Roosevelt and others like stood up and people fought for us to keep having them now today. And we've seen them come under attack many times over the years. And we saw recently, Trump tried to, sell off or lease off a bunch of land. And that was an issue that was, both sides of the aisle stood up and said, fuck you. No, don't fuck with our wild places. But they will always be under attack. And if we don't stand up and protect them, they will go away. And so like, that's something that's very important to me. But the way that I like go about it is like, I would rather create you into like an outdoors person, right? Or give you outdoor opportunities. And when you have those opportunities and you have an intimate relationship with like, oh, I want to adventure. I want to go out and ride my bike for hundreds of miles, and I understand the value of this land and what it provides for me. You'll be inherently more activated to like do something. And I don't need to say it. I don't need to tell you to vote a certain way or to go and like
this will do it to you.
Yeah, this does it on its own. And so like that's something I don't really talk about a lot. That's like super important to me and a part of my personal like ethos and like the values that I have. But I just go about it in like a different way.
Yeah.
I promote this, and I think that kind of like takes care of itself.
It really does.
Yeah. And so like, I think that's something I don't talk about a lot. And so like, but that was like, before there was ever a podcast, it was like, oh, how can I like help this sector of the world, right? Like that's been the thing that I've been like championing the most is how can we protect our wild spaces? And
this is just the avenue that makes sense for you to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. And I do think when somebody rides through Davy Crockett or, Huntsville or into West Texas, they'll see that beauty. And like I always say, anytime I go out to West Texas, it's just magic. Yeah. It's something that you just can't really express in words. I feel like poetry might be the only way. Or
song, poetry.
Yeah.
And maybe words don't do it justice.
Truly.
Maybe they'll always fall short. And maybe that's kind of special is like, it's so meaningful that we can't even like fully articulate like how special it is. Yeah. And like, we'll do some trail cleanup and hopefully people will like feel a strong enough connection to that land to want to spend their time and energy and money to go out there and to devote a weekend to do that, right? Yeah. Like, or maybe you can just give money, like whatever it is, like maybe you vote, like whatever it is.
If you don't have
like,
time, but you have money.
I promise you, if you care about those spaces, you're going to want to protect them. You're going to understand the value that they have.
That kind of little sidetrack here. Maybe, having a fifth event every year might be something interesting.
Like the international one?
No, aside that, we'll give that one a couple of years.
Event.
Yeah. But no, just like you did in 25, like an event that's specific to raising funds for something that's meaningful for you, for the community, for the state or the nation or the whatever. Yeah. But just using your voice.
Yeah. I mean, the larger goal is to create the Ride Bikes Be Rad Foundation. And then like, I want to have my own nonprofit that I run underneath the Showdown Series. That's like, and ideally what we would do is like find things in each region to give back in each region. So like give back to the regions that we're like, recreating in.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay. Also from Megan, probably a more serious question than that, but how do you like your hot dogs?
I like them well cooked and cheese and mustard on a bun. That's about it.
Cheese choice?
Cheese what?
Choice?
What's that?
What kind of cheese do you like?
Oh, cheddar.
Cheddar. Okay.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
cheddar cheese.
Cool.
I thought you were asking me if I like the cheese already integrated into the hot dog, which I don't really, but my kids love them. Those are the only hot dogs they'll eat is like the cheese filled hot dogs. But yeah, I like them well cooked. Like and they're better. Like I don't eat hot dogs unless I'm camping. I think that's like one of the only times I ever eat hot dogs. So like, yeah, over a campfire, a little bit of soot on it, a little bit of charcoal, well cooked.
Yeah, that ash definitely adds.
Yeah, I want a little crunch to
it. Just like you like your marshmallows?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. And I don't like s'mores because that goes back to the sweet tooth. But if I have to eat one, yeah, that's the way I would do it.
Okay. What's this one's actually from one of your biggest fans. What's on your playlist these days?
Ooh,
what are you cruising to?
It's so funny that you would ask me that. I was thinking about all the questions that I could get asked, and I was like, I'm just going to pull up my Spotify if he asked me that question.
What songs?
Lana Del Rey has been good lately.
Sad boy.
I always love Mount Joy. I've been like jamming them a lot. Gregory Alan Isaacoff. Who else we got? I got Mazzy Star coming up, Fontaine DC. What else? Oh, Nathaniel Ratcliffe.
Yep.
Leif Voldebeck, however you say his name.
Okay.
Mac Miller's on here. NF is on here. Yeah. Noah Reed. Oh, this is a good song. You recognize that? This was the intro this was my reel for announcing West Texas Showdown.
Oh, is that what I...
For a moment.
Watch the shapes begin to fall. Keep your head above the system. Keep your eyes towards the floor.
There you go.
Awesome.
What is that genre called, do you think? It's kind of like it's kind of like Americana folky.
Yeah. I mean,
David Ramirez, he's based out of Austin, one of my all-time favorite artists. I've been to see him so many times. Big fan of his. I like old school rap, the rap I grew up on in the 90s, fucking Cypress Hill, Eminem, of course. I mean, basic white guy hip hop rap kind of stuff. I'm not like hardcore, but yeah.
Cool.
But I mostly listen, like lately it's been funny. I've been listening to like a lot of kind of like really like soft music,
Moody.
but I've been going going hard on my runs, and I'm like listening to stuff that's like love songs and shit. Oh, Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
A lot of Taylor Swift.
I think we're the same right now.
My daughter has totally turned me into a Swiftie.
Yeah.
I have a 16-year-old daughter. So yeah, she's a big Swiftie. And I was like, I started listening. I'm like, dude, she's catchy. She's good. I'm like, she doesn't have any bad songs. And I'm like, one day I committed to going through and listening to every single song she's ever written. I don't know if I made it, but I made a pretty good chunk.
Huh.
But yeah, I'm a Swiftie. Yeah.
Yeah. I think on the way back from West Texas, Hannah was driving it, or maybe I was driving at one point, and she just Swift for like, I don't know, for however long.
Dude, we can go hard on Swift. Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
I liked it. Okay. Thank you for that.
Absolutely.
Let me skip around a little bit.
You know who I think has one of the best playlists? Ariel Marlowe.
I believe it.
He's got a playlist for everything, and I've been on enough car trips and bike trips with him where it's like he always knows how to just match the vibe. He's got a playlist for any vibe, and maybe you do too. But we need to do more trips together. So, anyway,
maybe I can make it out to Big Bend. I think I get back on the 27th.
Oh, okay.
So maybe I can meet you out there.
I'd love to have you.
That'd be cool. Okay. Narnasty on Instagram.
Oh, I thought that was the question. I'm like, God damn, I'm too old for this one.
Chicken or steak?
Chicken or steak. It depends. Do
Tacos.
I have to pick one? Tacos?
Yeah.
All right, I'll go steak. Yeah. I eat a lot more chicken.
Okay.
But like, yeah.
In fried form.
In fried form?
Yeah.
Am I eating in fried form?
No. Chicken or steak in fried form.
Oh, chicken. For sure. I don't like my steak fried.
You don't like fried steak?
I mean, I would eat it, but normally I just eat it. I try to eat healthy, so I don't get anything fried unless my girlfriend makes me. We shared a buffalo just yesterday. We shared a spicy buffalo, whatever, fried chicken sandwich. I was like, let's get the grill. She's like, no, fried. I'm like, all right, whatever.
So you get one of each, and then you cut them in half and swap. So you get
we usually share meals, so we just cut it in half. Yeah, yeah,
cute.
Well,
do you get a milkshake too?
No.
What kind of? Oh, this isn't on here, but this is from me. What kind of milkshake are we having? And from where?
Dude, I don't have a sweet tooth. This is hard. I think I would probably get. Oh fuck. Maybe I'd get vanilla
steak.
I'd get a steak milkshake.
All right, vanilla.
I'm boring.
No. You just don't have a sweet tooth. That's all right. Just like various types of bikes.
Yeah, I didn't get that tooth.
Yeah, I got too many of them. Adv times. I'm saying, just for all the listeners, the Insta names. What was your favorite ride in 25?
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah.
That ride I went on after Central Texas Showdown to finalize scouting for Big Bend, West Texas Showdown.
Where you took videos and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I created that video series. That was actually done over 2 trips technically, but I went on the 2-hour-long one that I produced. So it was way too long in terms of like being entertaining. It was only made for information purposes. Like it was 2 hours long, so people could be like, oh, that's what we're doing. But it was Halloween. And I did an overnighter in Big Bend, and it was already routes that we knew, but the need was to create really good route files through like Fresno Canyon, mostly so people could know, okay, this GPS file is good. So Andrew and I had both been through there a number of times, but we just needed one route file that we knew went. So I went to. At that point, I already had a route that would work. Actually, there was just a 4-mile segment that I wasn't sure about. And that's the one I'm calling Fuck Patrick Road, because everybody said Fuck Patrick when they were on it, and I agree. But it's only 4 miles, and then it's fine. So
PR.
We'll hopefully clean it up at the trail work day, and then it won't be that bad. Yeah.
Man, I wish I knew that was Halloween for you.
Yeah, so I was out there by myself on Halloween. Man. It was a good, challenging ride.
Yeah, I did nothing for Halloween, so I should have been.
I was by myself. I was by myself
Spooky.
On Halloween. I forgot electrolytes, and this is so. I was about 14 miles in on day one, and you'll know that it's all uphill on day one. Like all you're doing is climbing up into the park. And, you're getting deeper and deeper and you're farther away from everything. And I threw up for the first time and I was feeling fine. I knew that I forgot my electrolytes. Like I left them in the car on accident. And so I was like, okay, just stay on top of your food and nutrition, your food and your water. And I did, and I was feeling fine. And I just stopped to like take a photo of my bike actually at this like overlook. And I stopped and I started like feeling a little off, and I just started throwing up like so much. And I was like, oh, that's not good. And I had to have a conversation. This is one of those times where it's like everything you do matters, right? I'm like, okay, I'm throwing up like a lot. Do I keep going into the park or do I turn around and like go back? And I had to like finish this route. And so I was like, I kind of need to go into the park more.
So
and so I kept going into the park. I threw up 5 times that first day. And I didn't know what was going on because I felt fine, but I was like running down on energy because I couldn't keep anything down, but I didn't feel sick. The next morning, so I made it through the night. I was like, got to camp. I was like worn down, but I was fine. And I actually like being in, like, I like when things are like, oh, this is serious. Like, so I was actually kind of having fun, even though it was like hard. And you're like AZT fucking throwing your bikes up mountains. Like, I was like, all right, now we're getting somewhere. the next morning, I ran into some horse girls that were out there, like, doing their horse thing, and they were lost. They didn't know where to go. So I helped them with the routes and like helped them like tell them where they should go ride. Then I was like, y'all got any electrolytes? They gave me 3 packs of electrolytes and it fixed me immediately. Mm-hmm. And so I know what was happening. My body was needing electrolytes and I was eating and drinking a lot, but I was eating and drinking too much. So then I was just throwing up
and your body
everything.
couldn't absorb
it.
Yeah.
So once I got the electrolytes, it was fine. But it was fun because like I was finalizing West Texas. It was Halloween. I was by myself and I had myself a little bit of an adventure.
That's awesome.
That was a good one.
Yeah. It's funny when you get in those situations where you feel like death, but you're just like, now I'm even more determined.
Yeah.
Like, where did that come from?
I love it.
All right. Oregon Gal, which podcasts and YouTube videos do you watch?
Not many.
Yeah?
Yeah, not many at all.
Bikes or Death, that's it?
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I used to listen to a lot of podcasts, but the reality is like I've gotten too busy to where I don't have the ability to consume other people's content anymore. Like, and I often will feel guilty if I'm like just sitting around like watching a YouTube video. I'm like, well, you should be making your own YouTube video. Why are you spending your time watching somebody else's? Mm-hmm. I like Andrew Huberman. The Andrew Huberman Labs podcast, Peter Attia. I actually like Peter Attia better than Huberman personally. I like to listen to like some true crime here and there. Shit's Town is one of my favorite podcast series. It was only like a mini series or whatever, but it's like this one story of like this town it's not really called Shit Town, but that's a great fucking podcast.
Noted.
That's fun. Oh, I've been listening to your coffee language.
Oh yeah. Coffee Table Spanish.
You told me about Coffee Table Spanish. So I'm trying to learn Spanish. So I've been listening to that lately. YouTube, the only YouTube that I've been kind of consistently watching is Dan Cycles the World. He's just a guy cycling the world named Dan. But he has my favorite style of he's just touring around the world. He's always in a good mood. He'll go down the wrong road for like 20 miles and be like, well, that was a dead end. Oh, well, at least I got to see this pretty road. Turn around, he's just like, it doesn't matter. He's throwing up on the side of the road. It's like, oh, well, at least I got to see that hummingbird, like whatever, it's like he's never had a bad day.
Oh, I'm going to have to watch that.
He's really good. Doozer's a good YouTuber.
Yeah.
He's fun to watch. But one thing that might be interesting to people, I have never listened to another bikepacking podcast as a rule.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
I've tuned
just to maintain your style?
Yeah. What I don't want to do is like I like just doing my own thing. Mm-hmm. I don't want to know what other people are doing. Like I'm happy for people like to be doing it.
Yeah.
And I want people to be doing it, but I don't want like their questions or their cadence or their tone or their style or anything to like come out. So like if I happen to copy someone, it's because it's just an accident. Like I've never listened to another bikepacking podcast. So yeah, like I was like, what I will do is like if I have a guest coming on and I don't know how they talk or anything, like I've tuned into like some other ones.
Okay.
And before I had my own podcast, I used to listen to like the Desolationist. I listened to the Canadian Bikepacker, whatever it was called. It was like Canadian Bikepack podcast, I think. There was another one that I listened to too. I can't remember, like an oldie. But I used to listen to some. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But I just have this rule. It's like, why consume when you can create?
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's from the few creators that I know, that's like their philosophy. Is
really?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. It's like turning from consuming the media to creating it, and then that's all that, like Instagram, for example, is just for creating. You get sucked into the void if you start consuming.
Yeah.
So better just not.
Yeah. It does help. Yeah. It kind of, it's more productive. Yeah. To just like produce my own. Yeah.
I mean, you can flip through reels all day long, but anyways, Russell. It's from Russell.
Oh, good.
Yeah. How do you carry your water on your bike for long days, overnighters, and extended trips?
Well, I love the Old Man Mountain. I really do. I wore my Old Man Mountain
There we
shirt
go.
today. The Bikes for Death podcast is now presented by Old Man Mountain.
Yes.
And Eric, the marketing manager, is going to come on, and I think we're going to actually talk about that at the top of this show. I think we're going to introduce Old Man Mountain. So by this point in the conversation, the listeners should be caught up. But oh shit, I'm trying to remember their what it's called. What the one on the forks. Axle pack.
Oh, yeah.
The axle pack.
Axle pack with the...
It just creates a mounting point on any fork, essentially, so you can like mount stuff on your fork. My favorite place to carry water is on my down tube. I have like a cargo cage down there, and I have like a 64-ounce titanium clean canteen that I strap down there. It's the best place to put water. I'll carry like a hydration pack low in my frame bag. And then I like to have like one accessible, like right on my top tube. So in my handlebar bag, I always have one there.
Okay.
But it really depends. Like, I don't think there's like one answer because it depends on what you're doing. At AZT, of course, I had water on my back. I typically don't do that. I don't want stuff on my back unless, you know, probably at Doom, I'm going to have stuff on my back because I'm expecting hike a bike. I want my bike to be lighter. At AZT, you want your bike to be lighter, so you want to carry some water on your bike or your back and get it off of your bike. But I mean, if you're going on a long distance, the answer is everywhere. The answer is on your fork, your down tube, in your frame bag, on your back, and on your top tube.
Totally.
You know, it's kind of the answer.
Yeah, I can tell you from West Texas, that was one of my downfalls. I carried 2.25.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Buddy.
Yeah.
Ouch. On a single speed?
Yeah.
You're brave.
Dumb, yes.
I wasn't going to say that.
It's okay. Call it what it is.
I was going to say it's either brave or this, but
yeah.
that was the mistake so many people made.
Yes.
And I think we won't see that again. And I'll do a better job of telling people. Like, because I think what we'll do next year. You did a great
job telling people.
We did, but the next level is these are the required items.
Yeah.
Go to this desk. They will check to make sure you have those items. Now you are fully registered.
Check.
That'll be next West Texas Showdown.
Yeah.
A bike check, bike and gear check. Yeah.
Filter,
next year.
water capacity.
Yeah, a little first aid. Make sure your batteries are
sleepy.
Yeah, are you pinging? You got batteries. Yeah. Basic stuff. Yeah. Repair stuff.
Which for a race like that, East Texas Central, probably not requirement.
No,
but
we're not going to do it there.
Yeah, but you know, same with the Nelson races, the mountain races.
Yeah,
you get checked out because you could potentially get pretty fucked.
Right, and it comes to like how hard is it to rescue you? Right,
yes,
like in East and Central, it's so much easier to get to you if there's a problem. But like Nelson's events, West Texas, there's a real consideration for rescue that has to be taken into consideration.
Totally. I mean, it was a 3-hour drive from Sauceda to Terralingua?
3.5, I believe.
Yeah. And it's rough on the vehicle.
Yeah.
Like Michael Wilson's truck. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
No. It was great. He did a great job.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just like, it's bumpy and rocky.
Oh, yeah. It's rough.
Cool. Past K0. What's the dumbest and smartest thing you've ever brought on a bike trip?
Oh, my God.
Let's go with dumbest first.
I don't bring dumb things on bike trips.
Maybe instead of dumbest, we could change that to thing that you really just don't need, but you bring it anyways. Like I told you earlier today, I bring rocks for no fucking reason. I just like them.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, I'll usually bring a flask of bourbon, and that's totally not necessary. And also, I am more of an experiential cyclist. Like, I am there for the experience more than the athletic pursuit of it.
Yeah.
And so, you know, if whiskey by a fire after bikepacking all day, like, I don't regret it at all. But, man, when I started, I've been bikepacking for, I guess I'm in year 9 now, 8 or 9 years.
Yeah.
Dude, the first time I did my 500-mile race, I came home and I weighed everything I didn't use, and it weighed 5.5 pounds. I brought a whole fucking cooking kit. Like, I thought I was going to be just out in the woods making meals and shit. Like, what did I think I was doing? You know? And so, and that I was in survival mode for 500 miles. I wasn't like, you know, I was just trying to get it done.
Yeah.
And so, like, at this point, like, I really like to lean into the minimalism of bikepacking. Like, I want the adventure. And so I almost want to go with less stuff than I need just to help facilitate maybe something goes wrong and I have to get by with less than I need. And I'm not recommending this to everybody. I'm not saying this is the way you should do it. And please don't come to my events in this way.
Yep.
But I don't do a lot of events. When I go to Andrew's, I'm not going to do that. When I go to Andrew's event, I will be well prepared. I will be making sure that I'm not going to be a burden on him or any staff or anything that he has. Like when I go adventure on my own.
Yeah.
Dude,
aside from events,
I'm okay. I'll go with barely nothing. If I got to stick my thumb out and get Natalie and I've done it. We've been in the back of a truck by a red. This guy literally he was drunk, literally just got out of a fight. He was all amped up. We were like, hey, can we get a ride? He's like, sure. He threw us in the back. I mean, we were going 80 down the back of like backcountry roads. Like, well, if we live through this, we'll have a story to tell,
And you did.
And we did. And that was because we didn't have enough. Well, she did get 6 flats. And so we just ran out. We had the stuff, but we ran out of stuff after 6 flats.
That checks out.
Anyway, but we had an adventure.
Yeah.
So I don't bring a lot of dumb stuff these days.
Okay.
I used to, but I like to not have a lot.
Yeah.
What was the other question? The best stuff?
The smartest,
The smartest. Water.
Smart.
Water and food.
Smart, very smart.
I feel like I should have a better answer, but
honestly,
I think water and food are the best things you can bring on a bikepacking trip.
I feel like food is definitely one of those things that if you're a weight weenie, that's a weight you can sacrifice for.
For me, it's water. I have a real water scarcity fear, real one. I will not fuck around with water. So I will always have all the water I need and some extra for sure.
I usually do.
And not at West Texas. Yeah, you went in the opposite direction.
I did. I fucked up. But yeah, after high country, because I ran out of water in the first so many miles and bonked out. And it was awful. But it's every bottle, every time, all the way.
Yes, you told me that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I did do that at West Texas, but every bottle
was only 2.5.
Yeah.
That's not enough.
Yeah, that's dumb. All right. I think water is a good smart answer. Bike Pack Pro. Cool. Good to have a pro on the show.
It is good. I feel like I should be asking him questions.
For real,
them.
yeah.
I'm
Actually,
not sure.
yeah, we're gonna flip this around. We'll reply to them later, maybe. If you could go back to the year before podcast started and give yourself one piece of advice, what would it be? I guess before your podcast started.
Okay. Again, I'm not going to answer this in the right way. Here's the thing. I've been an entrepreneur. I'm 45 years old. I dropped out of high school. The only thing I know how to do is create businesses. The only thing I know how to do is be an entrepreneur. Figuring shit out and trying things and failing and trying different things is it's just all I've ever done, in my adult life. By the time I got to the podcast, I had a full-blown real estate career. I was making really good money. And I did the podcast for fun. And I gave myself permission and I made a rule for myself at the very beginning. And it's kind of a motto that I live by, but be yourself. Everybody else is taken. And it's really stupid. But I have all these stupid sayings that they just stick with me. And I can't be somebody else. You can't sit on a microphone for 3 hours and fake anything.
Yeah.
And so I gave myself permission and even made a rule for myself before the podcast ever started. Just be you. Whatever that is. And people don't try to be entertaining. Don't try to be funny. Don't try to be interesting. You are who you are. Just be that. Mm-hmm. And the podcast will work or it won't work. And that's fine. I had a job. This was a passion project. It was something I was doing for fun. It was a tax write-off. Every time I went to go on a bike trip, I'd find someone to interview. I'd write off the entire trip as a tax expense. It was just something that I was doing for fun. And so I gave myself the best advice in the beginning. And I think that's good advice for anyone. Number one, you have to find something you're passionate about and then pursue it with that passion that's authentic to you and be your authentic self doing it. And that is what people are going to resonate with. Everybody can tell when you're faking, but what people really value is a real sense of like who somebody is, like that's more relatable. Like, oh,
Yeah.
he's being a human, and maybe I'm not the same human you are, but you can relate to my humanity. You can relate to like my human struggles. You can relate to the fact that I say the wrong things and I fuck up and I stumble here, and we all do, and it's okay. And
Yeah.
so, you know, it's like, so I kind of gave myself that permission like off the bat, and I think it was good advice. But again, I didn't start the podcast out of nowhere. I've been doing like shit like this way before the podcast. I've been an entrepreneur way before the podcast. And I've learned a lot of like lessons through all those experiences that helped inform and like set me up for success to do the podcast in the right way, probably.
Anything as public as a podcast before the podcast?
No, I mean, a lot of failed attempts, you know,
I mean, this makes you a public figure.
Yeah. I mean, there's a bunch of old YouTube videos out there. My girlfriend and I just went and rode Park Road 1C. I went back and looked. My old YouTube video from 2017 of Park Road 1C is still out there.
Okay.
You know, I mean, there's stuff out there, but it never coalesced as well as this did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, this has really hit its stride.
It did, yeah. And I mean, I think it's a good message to people. Like a lot of times, like you're not going to hit it your first try. Like the podcast and everything else is a byproduct of decades of like me going in all kinds of weird directions and picking up weird skill sets here and there that just happen to coalesce in this one awesome way.
Yeah. That and building the community around bike packing through your events.
Yeah.
Which I think helps hopefully draw people here.
Oh, yeah. I think it all like feeds on itself for sure. Yeah.
I think I just got a couple more. This one's from Steven. How big are your shoes?
11 and a half. Okay. Oh, wait, no. I lied. 10 and a half to 11. It depends on the shoe.
On the shoe. Yeah. That makes sense.
I have dyslexia and sometimes the numbers jump around, but it depends on the shoe, 10 and a half or 11.
Okay. What is that in Euro sizing?
I have no idea. 46. 46? I do have an idea.
Yeah.
I think it's about 46. Yeah.
I have no way to check that. No fact checking. So Steve, you can do your own. Steve, as I mentioned to you earlier, is our fat bike, hopefully triple star guy.
Yeah. So we got a fat bike taking on the entire triple star.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Bring it on, Steve.
How
big are your shoes, Steve?
Yeah, Steven. Are they 4 inches like your tires?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Or 4.5.
Potentially. Yeah. All right. This is a indirect that we only have 2 more. Indirect question from my companion Melina. You were being turned into an animal. Which one and why?
Ooh. So many good options. I'm an animal lover, especially wild animals. I have a very special place in my heart for snakes. I love them. Hawks, love hawks. And of course, you can't not mention being a lion.
Wow.
You
predator.
know, one of those for sure. If I had to choose, I guess a lion. I mean, King of the Jungle, why not?
Okay. Wow. All 3, that's interesting. All 3 are predators.
Oh, yeah. I'm a predator. Yeah, I'm coming after you.
Wow. Yeah,
I'm not very passive. I mean, that's fair. If I'm going to be anything, I'm going to be I'm not a fucking bunny.
Yeah.
I'm not a fucking bunny.
You're hungry.
I'm hungry. Sure. I'm going to get after
hungry like a lion. That makes more sense, I think, than the other ones. Because snakes, like, they get hungry, but then they're full for a while.
Yeah. And birds, they just hang out up there and then they come down for dinner. But like lions are like in it. They live in the jungle. They live amongst their prey. Yeah. They're predators.
They're in the savannah.
I'm going with lion. Locked in.
Locked in. All right. And last question. Who is your favorite athlete participant and why is it Hannah Simon?
Is this from Hannah Simon?
Anonymous.
Hannah Simon has been on the podcast more than anybody else. So is that where this is? This
potentially could be.
From? Yeah.
Last podcast was number 8?
I think it was number 8.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, Hannah's a badass. I've got to see Hannah's career like start from the very beginning. I got to be there and I've got to watch her career. And she's also very accessible. Like she's in Austin, so it makes it easy for me to interview her. And she's also been like super generous to always be willing to like chat. What was the question? Who is my favorite participant and why is it Hannah Simon? It's not Hannah Simon. It's not. I love Hannah Simon.
Yeah.
But I'll defer back to my original statement that it isn't one person that makes the events great. It is the culmination of all of them. And I really do mean that. And Hannah is a fucking badass. And I also I want, like, one of my goals with the podcast and my platform that I have and through my races is to promote and create opportunities for more women in this space.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a lot of room for growth. And one of the ways we can do that is by showcasing and telling those stories. And so when I have the opportunity, I like to have as many women on the platform as possible. Megan Hakkinen is coming to East Texas this year, and I collaborated with her to like give away some entries and, to women and people who identify as women to participate in East Texas Showdown. And, that just speaks to like something that I want to grow. Like I want to help fill in that gap. And so I don't like that question. I love Hannah.
Yeah.
I love you. I love
you
Kyle.
answered it perfectly.
I love everybody that comes to my events, and it would so many. I'm large. I contain multitudes.
Yes,
and
you
I
do.
don't have just one person that I like. I can name 100 different people right now that come and they bring their own individuality, their own style, their personality. And I really do love it all equally. But like what I'm doing with the podcast is like, I've thought about this, and like the people who are the best at it are the people who inspire us the most.
Mm-hmm.
Like we watch on Sunday, we watch the best professional athletes play whatever sport they're playing on Saturday or Sunday or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you go and you watch the best, and you then go into the gym or you pick up a basketball and you pretend that you're them. You think about them. You're like, oh, one day I'm going to do this. And you're not really going to do it, but you use them as inspiration, right? And like, so that I seek out those stories, like the people who are like doing awesome things. And it doesn't mean you've got to do the awesome thing, but it's inspirational to, and the other thing, like a Hannah Simon or an Eric House or a Kyle Gilbert or anybody, like you didn't start where you are. Like part of Hannah's story is that she started as a normal cyclist and she went on that crazy trip. What was the name of that organization? Do you remember? Bikes Without Borders, right?
Which the
one she wrote from Austin up,
T4K?
Is that what it's called?
To Alaska?
Yeah, that one. Yeah, she did that, which was
T4K.
T4K, something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, but everybody has a story. And so like you can tell like the progression of a human by talking to them. Like they haven't forgotten that they used to only ride 20 miles and it was hard. Maybe they don't remember it as well as they used to, but we've all had that experience. You don't get there. And so I tend to focus on those, and that's why. Like I don't go to the park and interview the guys playing pickup basketball. Like I want to interview the LeBron James. Yeah. And that inspires the people to go play pickup basketball.
Yeah. And it's the interesting stories in between, I do think.
Right. And then I do hope to like fill that gap between, hey, they didn't just wake up and do this. They really worked hard. And I think that's what I was talking about, why I think podcasts are great when we were riding earlier, is like, I want people to hear that like it's not just good genetics and they just like have a bunch of sponsors and they bought them all the right bikes or whatever. Yeah. Like they're working hard and they're also struggling, and their struggles might be different than yours, but they're having low moments and they're having to overcome those, or they're fucking cold and they're hungry and they're tired or they got lost. Like everyone, no matter what level you're at, are having the same experiences. Yeah. So yeah, try to tie it all together.
I love that.
Yeah. And Hannah, I love you too. Not my favorite though. I don't have a favorite. Yeah. I don't want to pick a favorite.
No.
That would be weird.
And there are too many cool people.
That's like asking someone to pick your favorite kid. Like it's just not a fair question.
You already did with West Texas.
Oh, well, I meant my real kid. I meant my real kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. My routes, I'll pick my favorite route.
Yeah.
And I think everybody will stand behind me on that.
Probably so. Yeah. I know I definitely do at this point.
Yeah.
I love ETS, and it's got a really soft spot in my heart.
Yeah. ETS has a major soft spot in my heart.
Yeah. But West Texas sits in my throat like a lump of coal.
Oh, in your throat. I like that. Good. Thanks for doing this, Eric.
Yeah. No, thank you. Appreciate the time.
I really appreciate it. Are you out of questions?
I mean, I can keep making some.
No, let's wrap it up.
Yeah, it's getting dark.
Yeah. You got to call in 2 minutes. Man, we timed this so well.
It was pretty good.
Eric House, I really appreciate you doing this.
Yeah.
For anyone who doesn't know, Eric and I were supposed to record an episode together, and he's like, "Hey, man, why don't I record you for your own podcast?" Which is a really thoughtful and selfless offer.
We don't hear enough from you.
Well, I think people hear too much from me.
Yeah, but it's all about race stuff,
Yeah.
not about you, the man.
Yeah. No, it's good. I think after this year is kind of nice, especially now. I feel like I have more to talk about now.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I've intentionally just been building, and it is kind of fun now at this juncture to look back and say, yeah, we did that.
Yeah.
That happened. And here's where we're going, and come on out.
You, the community, and all of the volunteers over the last now 6 years have created something that I think is pretty incredible.
I do too.
And I think it's going to be lasting.
I really do. I mean, that's the goal. This is not going anywhere. It's only going to get bigger and better and more awesome.
Yeah. More inclusive, more accessible.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe not West Texas, but all the other ones. Yeah.
To the degree that we can make it accessible.
Totally. Yeah.
Clean up the trails, have good support out there. And then it's up to you to bring the right bike and the right fitness and enough water.
Yes. Yeah. So if you're looking to volunteer, check out Bike Reg.
Yeah, Bike Reg. Yeah, TexasShowdownSeries.com or BikesForDeath.com. It leads you to all the right places. Cool. I bet everybody knows that by now.
I hope so.
But yeah, come find me on the internet, people. Come play bikes.
Yeah.
Ride bikes in Texas. It's not that scary. It's not that serious either.
No.
It can be if you want it to be, but it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be. It can just be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, buddy. You're awesome, man.
Great one.
Done and done.
Cool.
All right, everyone. Thank you for tuning in today, and thank you for sticking around if you did. Never my favorite to be in the hot seat, but we got through it together. Thanks for being here. Next week, I'm excited to flip the tables back around, and I'm going to be interviewing Kurt Refsnyder about his new Organesis project. I think that's how you say it. We're going to find out on the podcast when I talk to him. And we'll see what else we get up to, but that is coming up next time. Kurt Refsnyder, I'm looking forward to it. Thank you again for being here. If you like this episode and you want to support the work, please head over to patreon.com/bikesfordeath.com to learn more how you can be a sustaining partner of the podcast. And speaking of partners, don't forget to go check out oldmanmountain.com. All right, everyone, it is always a pleasure. Until next time, you know what to do. Go ride your damn bike.
It was the middle of the night. You grabbed your knife and you held it tight. The sounds of beasts kept you awake. The sounds they made kept you afraid. In the morning, you packed your bike. Memories forgotten from the previous night. You rode faster than ever before. Was it your imagination? Or merely folklore? Fear turned into strength as you pushed further. Every pedal stroke, stronger and firmer. Your bike feels weightless, your legs aren't tired. You think to yourself, just a few more miles. Bikes.